D, leading our vision so clear. Dark Lord, Jack Daddy, knowledge to bring. Bobby A1 needs mountain dream. Lord, scuba camera haunting our show. Together we reveal the feel we bestow. Jump scares and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark.
What's going on, Gorehounds, and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore and More podcast. I'm not so mean, Fluff Master Spree, Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in as always. However, you know I can't bring this shit show in alone. For with me as always are my beloved horror homies. I'm not gonna change the lineup, but obviously, clearly, we are sitting in different positions, and we will get to that momentarily. But first and foremost, I have that Dark Lord knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Duke of the Dead, the Dean of the Deceased, Lord Scuba Cobra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
The Ritz crackers I'm eating right now, way more entertaining than this fucking movie.
All right, we'll get to that. We'll get there. Don't worry.
We're getting there.
You enjoy that salty goodness, sir. And we have that Long John Silver, that Meat Mountain. But you like to, or he also goes by the Killing Machine cosplay, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening, fuckers. The last
Don't
day
forget
of
bologna, Amoni.
Alone Amone. Yes, I did.
Yeah, it is the last day of March. Can you fucking believe that shit?
I know, dude.
You know what that
It's
means?
fucking insane.
That means don't believe anything you see or hear all day tomorrow.
Right. Just don't even go online. Don't
Yeah.
even go online, honestly.
I don't even want to see a piece of social media tomorrow. I just want to wake up and be like,
Although at the same time, man, if I was like Disney or something, dude, it'd be so funny to drop some like fake ass Avengers shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Just to
I'm
fucking
expecting
troll everybody.
Here's
expecting that
what
after
would
the
be
drops
great.
last week.
Here's what would be great. They drop just the most absurd, ridiculous Avengers shit. Everybody thinks it's a joke,
And it's legit.
but it's
it's
legit.
legit.
That's the ultimate fucking.
That would be
April
kind of
joke.
funny. Yeah. Don't believe anybody that's like, hey, I'm pregnant. No.
Yeah, and don't do that. That is totally
That's-
that's a
distasteful.
weird kind
Especially, well,
Yes.
especially because there's a lot of women out there that have lost babies or can't have babies and stuff,
Yep.
and it's just not. That's not a cool prank to pull. It's not a good one. So
But
please
it's
don't do
It's
that.
not
one.
even like, even on that end, it's not even, it's just, I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
funny. There's nothing funny about it. It's like, oh, okay. Sweet. So you took it in the butt instead? All right. Now you just, change subject. So anyways, we are going to be talking 1986's Witchboard today. This is a Bologna Amone pick. He's never seen it, though. So we can't really yell
This
at him.
is-
Yeah, in his defense.
Yeah.
What I have to say, I'll just say it right now. When I say it was blind, I saw the poster and went, yeah, sure.
Hey,
That's it.
we've all picked movies like that, man. It's all good.
Mhm,
That's
mhm.
literally one of our questions.
Some of my picks
Yeah.
this year like this.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%,
Same.
dude. So, all right. But before we get into this movie, we're going to do what we always do every week and talk about what the fuck we did or didn't do this weekend. So, Mr. Vasquez, are you good to go, homie?
I can try. Ladies
All
and
right.
gentlemen, it is now time for your slice of life.
Yeah, we got the high pitch.
Ooh,
back.
that was a nice little at the end.
All right. So, per Scuba's request, he would like us to go in.
It's more of a demand than a request.
That's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
It was an
was.
executive decision.
We are going to go ahead and start this slice of life differently today. Big Johnny D, hit us with what you did this weekend, buddy.
Well, so I actually hung out with some friends, the Ghostbusters of Century New York, the cosplay group I'm part of, and we hung out at the Syracuse Collectors Con this weekend, doing our thing, raising money for Gallup Sound Children's Hospital. It was a good time, met a lot of fun, cool people. It was a solid little event, which was also nice because it was kind of a rainy weekend, so perfect thing to fucking go to, And yeah, man, we made a solid just under 4 hondo. I have no problem saying that out loud. So
Nice.
yeah, solid donation. So thanks to everybody contributed to that. I'm glad that so we do one big prize package, right? Whole weekend, we draw it Sunday. You don't have to be there, blah, 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 blah. Luckily, the dude that won happened to be, we were at a fairgrounds, but he was at a totally different event that day. And he's like, I'll just swing right over. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. Perfect. And the best part is he literally had a little army of kids, man. He had 4 kids. So it's like, dude, that's like who you hope would win something like this. You know, we got a lot of toys and shit. There.
Nice.
Man, it was a solid prize pack though, for sure, man. We had like a nice little Stay Puft LED. My buddy, I don't know where the fuck he got them from, maybe Temu or some shit, but he got a bunch of like actual like Ghostbusters fucking like blankets and shit. They look awesome.
Oh,
too.
shit,
Oh
nice.
shit.
Yeah, like
Sweet.
mixed with like movie and cartoon. So there's like all the ghosts from everything on there, but it's like the guys actually from the movie. And I was like, gift cards from, like restaurants, dude, a bunch of fucking shit.
I got a message from Brody.
Oh,
He's amending his score, so I'll tell you when we get there.
okay. So yes, actually, Brody's in the chat. Molly, Herbert, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for
Yeah,
joining us.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yeah.
So no, actually, Molly was with me this weekend. She worked Saturday, but no, it was a solid turnout. And you know, as per, you know, I'm at a con the whole weekend, so I do a little perusing around, of course, as per the usual. So I like to hit up local artists and shit sometimes because, you know, sometimes you just fucking luck out with some shit.
Hell yeah.
So I met this one dude, and he does his own comic series and shit, man. So I picked up all 6 of his comics
Nice.
for $25, and they're called Alpha Red. He's like, "You want me to sign them?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, absolutely." And he's like, "It's probably not gonna be worth anything." I'm like, "You fucking made it, bro. That's enough for me,
It's
dude."
good enough right there.
And he says it's like if Spider-Man lost his powers and was Captain America, but who he is fighting is literally Satan, who has lost his powers. And I was like, sold me, bro. Let's fucking go. He was like trying to still spiel me. I'm like, no, man, I'm ready to buy the comics. Like, tell me
Like
you're.
you had
You
to.
had me at Powerless Spider-Man.
Yeah, honestly, you had me. Yeah, I was already just like, yep, that sounds fucking dope. So he did that. He even signed the bag too, which I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, man. Whatever. So then there was another little theater group there who actually is even more local to me. They're literally in my hometown. And so he's got one movie out, but now he's making a second one. So his first movie is a really grindhouse movie. I actually have it. It's called From Death Do Us Till Death Do Us Part. When I say grindhouse, I mean cheap, scuzzy, almost borderline porn.
Oh,
Also, it sounds like Dick Shark,
yes,
which
That's a
I
good
still have to watch. I haven't
And-
sat and watched it yet.
And now he's making a new one called Pond Scum, and it looked like he was actually in the Get Up all weekend. It's very like 50s sci-fi feeling to me, but also it's gonna go kind of grindhouse, and it's badass, dude. I gotta borrow that. What do you? Oh, yeah, you can borrow that on time. That's I forgot.
She wants to borrow the movie.
Yeah, I watched it once. It was something. Hey, you know what's funny? I met that dude. Like I saw his movie advertised at the drive-ins, but I didn't get to go to that event, right? That was back in like 2019 or some shit, dude. Well, when I met Bob the first time down at New Jersey HorrorCon, this dude had a booth down there. So I walked up and I was like, "What's up, homie?" And I got talking. I was like, "By the way," he's like, "I'm like, you're from Auburn, right?" He's like, "How the fuck do you know that?" I'm like, "Because I'm from Auburn." He goes, "What the fuck you doing down here?" I'm like, "Same thing you are, bro. Enjoying horror." Hey, dude. So that dude's cool as shit. I'm gonna see maybe, just maybe, if I can do a little networking. See where we go from there. And that's all I want to say about that.
And,
I
we
didn't
can
even-
get, and then we can get Tit Squatch made.
Hey, that is always the goal, right?
that is the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
I mean, if
More
we
percent.
listen, if we can make one somehow, I don't care how cheesy it is, but under a Gore and More Productions, I am fucking for it, dude.
And you know what? I'm putting this out there right here, right now. Bobby will be in the Tit Squatch suit.
Well, he has to. He has to.
Me,
He has to.
Dad, and John,
Do I get
we
to
will
play
be
myself?
characters. Bobby,
That doesn't mean
He's
Bob
going to
still
be
can't be a
Squatch.
character.
Bob
No,
with
no,
big
no.
tits.
he can still be a character, but Bobby
He
will
has to
embody
be.
Tit Squatch.
Yes. Okay.
Love
Okay,
it.
as long as I get to play myself and Tit Squatch,
That's
I'll
where
do
all
it.
the money.
I
That's where all
will
the money's
double
going to
the
go
work.
to in that whole film is just to make sure the pendulous breast swings the appropriate way as he is running through the woods. So anyways, I did meet one more guy this weekend. He was cool as shit. There was 2 DBZ voice actors. I didn't get to go back and get the other one, but I did meet Mark Britton. And I know voice actor names. Sometimes you're like, who the fuck is that? This dude did a bunch of fucking voices for DBZ for sure. I got an autograph from him from 2 of my favorite that he does, which I know some people are like, that shit's not canon. Fuck you. I love
It
this
is
little
canon.
side
Fuck, it's
series.
canon.
I love it.
It's
Some
It's
people
canon.
argue it's the same as Garlic Jr. And I'm like, I say different.
Garlic Jr.'s canon. It is
say
canon
this-
to the Dragon Ball Z cartoon. Just because it's not in the goddamn
manga.
Manga.
Right.
the manga,
Manga.
it's still in the timeline of the Dragon Ball Z cartoon.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Yep.
base anything canon off of the
the cartoon.
cartoon timeline. Garlic
That's what I
Jr.,
do.
PyCon, all of that shit's canon.
Thank you. PyCon's fucking badass.
Yeah,
That's
he
one of
was.
my favorite
Pycon.
fucking characters. So, anyways, this dude, he did the announcer and Grand Kai, if you don't know who the fuck you're looking at. And these guys are from the Everworld tournament. But he also voices Birder from the fucking Ginyu Force, fastest in the universe. And he also voices Corin, the cat, which is fucking awesome too. And a couple other characters. So this dude was cool as shit. $20 autograph. He had this whole thing where it's like him, an animated version of him and all his characters. So the dude's literally like, yeah, so I do this voice. And then he's literally switching from voice to voice as he's going to character. And like, dude, young teen me inside is just like, this is fucking awesome. So then this dude's like, yo, man, he kind of trolled me a little bit, but that's funny too, because you gotta have some fun with it. He's like, you're kind of old for like usually what my fans come up. And I was like, yeah, that's fair, man. I'm like, I'll be 40 soon enough. He's like, damn. But then I was like, oh, listen, man, I'm like, I got a shit ton of friends that love DBZ. He goes, really? He goes, name 2 of them. I was like, all right, so I did. And well, let me do this right here. Do papa.
Hey, Scuba and Chad. All right, check this out. Mark Kidwalk, Britain, 7 voices from Dragon Ball Z, including Berter, fastest in the Dragon Ball Z universe, and Gore and the cat. You know, I had all the senzu beans. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of troll you because somebody here is meeting me in person. This guy held me hostage, made me do this.
You need
No.
coffee.
That's right. And yeah, man, he does Ox King, he does a bunch of them, and
I love this on him.
yes,
He's fucking
dude,
crazy.
That's
That's
fucking
fucking dope.
great. I love that.
that shit's badass, dude. And a couple of his other like photos, like his headshots he does, they're like some of them sometimes they're separated, so they're just the 3 hanging. But I like that he had them like all like swooped in. Dude was cool as fuck, man.
He
Like,
looks like he could be someone's real cool uncle, and you know he's seen some shit, but he's just so cool looking. You're like, yo, it's
He's the
great.
Funkle.
right?
Yes.
And he had the most amazing Dragon Ball Z Hawaiian shirt on, and I forgot to ask where he got that fucking thing because I want it. So other than that, man, I had a solid fucking weekend. I was very tired at the end of it. To the point where the boys already told me how they kind of felt about this movie, and I was like, fuck me, I already got to watch it, and I'm tired. Perfect. I made it through, though. I didn't eat all day. I pulled a Bob. I went to Burger King, bought way too much fucking food, ate it.
Yeah.
And then I fucking watched this movie, to which I am ready to talk about. So I'm
Wait,
going to hand
wait,
it off.
did you-
Oh, sorry.
Did you get your rodeo cheeseburger?
Oh, of course, dude. I got two rodeo
Boys.
cheeseburgers, and I got the fucking trio deal. Dude.
You remember
Like,
the days? I was thinking about this today. Now that we're talking about food and all the copious amounts of food that we've been eating. Do you remember back in the day when we would send video messages to each other to motivate each other to go work out at the gym?
Yes,
And to
I
watch
do.
what the fuck we eat.
Yep.
Yep.
Those days are way behind.
Long gone by.
To be fair, the food videos were still even before that, though.
I think Bobby's the only one that's even working out anymore. I think we all were working on our dad bods.
Yep.
I've been trying to hit my treadmill in my room for like
Like-
10 minutes a day, but
I landed my hot wife. Mission complete. She fell in
right?
love with this
That's
bod.
kinda-
This is where I'm gonna stay.
Just put it on her forehead. That's all.
Yep. Yeah. Or wherever she.
Anyways, Bob, how was your weekend, homie?
Oh, my weekend was just great.
Mushroom stand.
Put it on her phone.
I would tell
Oh,
her
my
to do the
weekend
same
was
thing.
good.
Don't worry, baby. Just
Give me a little
Wear it
room.
like a hat.
That's right.
Oh God! Now I could think it was Quagmire. You want me to drag my sack across your face?
It's fucking A. Yes.
Anyway.
Oh,
Not dragging my ball. Never mind. This weekend was chill and it was fun at the same time. Friday, I was with my fiance and we went out with her brother and his wife. Just had a little dinner at a place called Tommy's. It was great. Had a sandwich, had some ribs. It was a good time.
was it Tom's
Saturday
Bistro?
was
Is it called Tommy's?
no,
or Tommy's?
no. I wish it
Tommy's.
was no. It's just called Tommy's Tavern. It's always good food there.
Word.
Saturday was the birthday.
House.
Nah, no coffee. They didn't have
There
no
was
coffee.
no coffee there, Chad. They didn't have coffee.
Irish coffee.
Wait, real quick though, Brody, my right arm gets a workout in Pornhub.
Scoob doesn't
I
have
do-
Pornhub anymore.
He has a VPN for it.
Damn
That's
you,
right.
state of Texas, but I do have the VPN.
Saturday was a birthday celebration for my friend Tay all day. We were in New Hope. Started walking around, went to some shops and such. And while I was there, I know I showed you guys, but I'm going to show you again. I picked up the Deranged movie from Vinegar Syndrome. And then one of our favorite movies, I didn't realize they made a novelization of the script of Madman. So
Really?
that's
Cool.
what this is. It is a book. It is a book.
It's got a slip case too. That's
Wow.
awesome.
And this is from Vinegar Syndrome too, but it's the script made into, I can't really tell, into book form.
That's
Like
cool.
that's literally happened. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? And it's got some behind the scenes photos in here
That's so
of
cool.
the killer and the victims. There's some good shit in this actually.
I was about to say, more importantly, does it have pictures?
Oh, it's got pictures. But the
So wait,
slip
did you
case-
get
great.
the Blu-ray with that, or was it just that?
No, it was just this. I still have to get the
okay.
Give me some fucking coffee.
Oh God,
Right,
even this
Brody.
coffee. So I picked up that and Deranged 4K, which I was talking to Brody about because I asked him, I said, is it any good? He says, it's actually a pretty good movie. So I picked that up. And then we went to a steakhouse on Saturday for the birthday dinner. And I had myself a big ass piece of steak. Rebecca had herself a nice filet. We shared some sides, had some drinks, and just chilled out. And then Sunday was the chocolate expo, which if you like candy and sweets, listen, I got diabetes. We got diabetes just walking in, and it was like Wolf of Britain, and I'm about to die. Like Jesus Christ.
Awesome.
So, and they also had the Brady Bunch there, which I had said to you guys before. I'm like, why is the Brady Bunch here? Someone had a chocolate bar themed around them. So I'm like,
See,
oh,
if they
like, that's
mix-
great, but I'm like, still.
they needed to do a crossover with Crunch, so it was the Brunch Crunch.
if that, I wish they did, but that's not what they did.
I don't even know what you would do. I guess just put their faces on it or like an image of their
Pretty
face.
much that's the only way you would get it. But I got, well, it's a chocolate expo, but I got myself beef jerky, wine, and cheese, and hot sauces.
Was
You got
it
all the food
chocolate
groups
jerky?
covered.
Exactly. No, it was not. But they had chocolate fountains there, white
Yes.
chocolate, milk chocolate, and dark chocolate. I saw the Rice Krispies, and I'm like, honey, I want the Rice Krispies. And she got me the Rice Krispies. Oh my God, that shit was dripping good. Oh,
Hey, what's up,
so
Gene?
goddamn
What's up,
good.
G?
Here-
What's
here's
up,
the
Gene?
Here's the important question: did they have the gummy Venus de Milo?
Said they did not.
What is that from?
Simpsons.
Is it okay? Couldn't remember if it was Simpsons or Futurama. But
I don't want to
No,
talk about it.
she had to-
I don't want to talk about it, Brody.
Fuck you, Scuba.
But so that was Sunday, and then we had lunch. And then also this weekend, I have been on like a Turbo Man mission because so NECA, you guys, they have the Halloween 6 Ultimate Michael Myers figure coming out. Well, apparently it's not supposed to be out till April. Yeah, that's bullshit. It's out. People are buying it. It's in the store. So I'm like, well, let me try all these targets. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and finding a Turbo Man, and I didn't find it yet. So I'm giving it the rest of the week, and I'll find it. But I'm like, motherfucker, you're supposed to hang on to that shit. You're not supposed to release it yet, you pieces of shit. So that got me going a little bit. I think
The
I
funny,
went to
the funny
6
thing is,
targets.
the funny thing is, they shouldn't be allowed to sell it because it's not even supposed to be in the systems yet.
No, it's not, but they are. Like the displays are out, whether it's the regular display or they pick an aisle in the toy section and they put the display there. So depending on where we are geographically or your target. So here I am, all these little kids and their parents in this toy area. And I'm like, y'all need to move. I'm trying to find my fucking toy. I don't give a shit about your little Hot Wheels car over here, you little prick. Not like you're going to do anything when you're going to smash it. And I'm like, wait, I did the same thing. Never mind. Carry on. Spend the money while you can.
that's making lifetime memories right there.
Exactly. So I'm like, never mind. That's okay. But so I did that. So it was a weekend of friend celebration, hanging out with my honey bunny, and just relaxing. And I enjoyed it. And then I watched this, and I forgot this was my pick, even though, I know we have him, but I'm like, poster did me wrong again, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Chad?
Well, my week ended the same way it started, with one of my kids throwing up everywhere.
Oh, damn, dude.
Different
This time it was my son throwing up all night Thursday night, so he got to stay home from school with dad on Friday, so I didn't really get shit done. He pretty much just slept all day, so I just kind of goofed around the house. Went to have dinner at a bar with some old coworkers. Had a good time. I did not drink. Didn't drink. I had a couple Dr. Peppers and a cheeseburger. I just hung out and talked. So Saturday, we were supposed to go bowling and then go to her best friend's kid's birthday party. So we're getting ready in the morning. I look at Steph and like, wouldn't it make more sense for me to stay home while you guys are bowling? That way the dog's not here for like 12 hours without having to go to the bathroom, and I can just meet you guys to party. She's like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. That's what I wanted to do anyway. Cool. So I stayed home. They went bowling. I decided, you know what? I have time. I'm going to sit down and watch Soldier as per school's recommendation. So I get about halfway into it. The wife calls. Well, your son got sick. You want me to meet you up in Somerville, and I'll just drop him off at Dollar General. You can pick him up. You can just pick him up and go home. Like, yeah, sure. So I pick him up. At this point, he's basically just got diarrhea. So he's 10 minutes at least waiting for him to get out of the bathroom. Like, all right, let's go. So we leave. I stop and get gas on the way home. He has to go to the bathroom again. That's another 10 minutes. So by the time I get back, I'm gone almost an hour already. So I'm like, all right, I am going to finish watching this movie. I turn it on. I say probably 20 minutes later, the wife calls. Instead of going back to bowling, she decided her parents were just going to take the kids from bowling and go out to the party. So she was going to hit up Walmart. So she decided, well, maybe we should get the kids Easter stuff. So I'm like, all right. So I'm on the phone with her, helping her pick out Easter stuff. Then she's like, I kind of want to get a new deep fryer. So I'm all right. I pull up the app. I'm talking to her. It's another at least half an hour conversation on the phone. So I finally get her off the phone, get to finish watching the movie. What should have been an hour and a half took me 3 fucking hours.
Oh, what did you think of the movie?
Damn.
It was good. I thought the first half was kind of cheesy. Like when the action kicks in, it's pretty good, but the first half I wasn't so into.
Fair.
But then after that, I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood to watch Mortal Kombat. So I watched Mortal Kombat again. And I fucking
2021, right?
2021, yeah.
Yes.
With Mr. Brody Kane as Kano. And
Absolutely.
I absolutely just had a blast with it.
I got to rewatch that.
It's funny because I actually discussed somebody with that this weekend. And they were like, I fucking hated that movie. And I was like, I have watched that movie over a dozen times. And they were just like, oh. And I was like, yeah, I love that movie.
If you hate that movie, then you probably hate Mortal Kombat to begin with, because it's
listen, dude, all Mortal Kombat is cheese at some point, man. Like, if you can't admit that to yourself right there, like, and at this point, man, the story has gone so many crazy random iterations and shit. Fuck it, dude. If you're giving me live action, I say bring it.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're getting yourself even more stoked come fall time. So,
I already said I'm gonna have to watch it again before that.
I got to do the same.
The morning of, dude, absolutely.
I think I was talking to Brody and said I absolutely have to watch this at least one more time.
For sure. Nice, dude.
So I did that. Just hung out. Me and the son went through and beat Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge again.
Nice.
Nice.
And let's see, did that. Then Sunday just kind of chilled. Oh, I did get like I said, I got the book about the making of Critters.
Oh yes.
There is like an 8 fucking page interview with Mick Strawn in here.
Sweet.
Ooh, love it. Good old Mick.
So yeah, I got, and it's a thick book. It's like
That's a good bathroom reader right there, dude.
that's over 330 pages, and it's got some nice pictures and different stuff, behind the scenes stuff, interviews, all sorts of really cool stuff. So if you're a Critters fan like I am, yeah, definitely pick up We're Here for the Krites.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to get that then.
Well worth it. That's only $25, so it's not even going to
that's
break
not
the bank to get it.
That's fucking nothing, dude. That's like a meal
Yeah.
some places, man.
Yeah, exactly. And then Sunday I sat down and watched this lovely movie that we're going to talk about.
Fucking A, bro.
Oh, and I did a lot of Phasmophobia over the weekend, and Scuba Steve killed me.
I need to.
So mad at me. He was
I
so mad.
wanna
He
hear
ignored
this.
me. He ignored me and hopped off immediately after. And Brody was like, "Is he mad?" I said, "I don't know. I think so. I think he's
No.
mad."
I want to
So
hear
that's-
the story from the start to
It
the
was
end.
12:30 at night. My tired ass was going to bed, whether or not I was pissed off or not.
He was livid. He was
Fair
so
enough.
mad. You could feel
I've had
it through
those
the
moments.
headset. Through the headset.
Was Leonardo in the book? What are we talking about?
DiCaprio, he's in Critters 3.
Ah,
Yeah, he's in there somewhere.
all right. Weird.
Nice.
Alrighty. We doing scuba now?
Yeah.
All
Do
right,
it.
so mine's gonna be short and quick. I watched Death of a Unicorn this weekend. I absolutely enjoyed it. It was a fun movie. Don't go in expecting something that's like super gonna blow your mind, but it's a fun fucking popcorn flake, and I thoroughly fucking enjoyed it. I got Chad killed in Phasmophobia. He was really mad at me. Brody was playing fucking roulette with the cursed
Everything.
objects like he usually does, and he got me killed multiple times. And then I tried to get revenge on Brody. And what had
And got me
happened
killed.
is I found the voodoo doll, right? And so I grabbed the voodoo doll and I stabbed it in the heart, and I died immediately. So
Ah.
then the next game, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting this fucker this time. So I didn't even grab any equipment off of the truck. What I did was run straight into the house, found the monkey's paw, put it down so Chad could take a picture of it. And then I hid in the closet and I waited. I waited for the right time. And I heard Brody talking and I saw a flashlight. So I thought it was Brody walking into the house, and it was not Brody. It was Chad.
Hmm.
And I used the monkey paw.
I was innocently setting up a camera in the fucking basement.
Hey, I've been there. I don't want to hear it.
And so I said, I wish to see the ghost, thinking, haha, Brody, you're fucked. And turns out it was not Brody that died. I heard the, and I start laughing. And then Brody was like, oh shit, Chad Daddy died. I'm like, God damn it, no. I was like, oh man, he's going to be so fucking mad. Oh yeah. And then I forgot. I was trying to stab Brody in the dick as a ghost because he got me killed. So I was running around with a knife. And I'm like, come back here so I can stab you in the dick. So I recorded it, sent them videos in the group chat. It's fucking funny.
My favorite was when we were in, was it Edgewood or something? But where we were in the room and
Edging.
the fucking ghost spawned right in front of.
Oh, right
on
in
top
front of
Brody.
us.
Just right in Brody, just immediately kills him. He's like, "Oh, fucking course I'd die."
Brody and I are standing like literally side by side, almost inside of each other, and the ghost spawns and kills Brody. And I'm like, haha, that's what you get, fucker. But so I use the cursed object. We end the game. Chad is pissed. I'm like, Chad, are you mad at me? He's all, mm-hmm. And I said, I'm sorry, it was because I ended up dying too. So I'm trying to talk to him as a ghost. And I'm like, are you mad at me? He's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh man, don't be mad. It was an accident. And he just stayed silent. And then we got off we went to the lobby and he's like, I gotta jump off, boys. And Brody was like, is he mad? I said, I think so. I think I pissed Chad Daddy off. So
Mhm. Yeah, it happens.
yeah, that was that. And I didn't do anything else. And then I watched this fucking stupid ass fucking bullshit cock-sucking movie that was so goddamn boring. I hated this fucking movie. We're gonna talk about it right now. Bobby, read the goddamn plot rundown so we can get into general discussion. And get all over this fucking bullshit movie.
Wow.
I have been holding
Well,
that in, and now we can go back to our normal rotation.
Can we
I
just
feel like
get
Wow.
Scoobs
straight
is
here?
about to
that
give
was
us.
one of the greatest little rants right there, and that needs to be a bite.
You remember Bobby's 10-minute tirade about the Friday the 13th remake? We're about to get that now.
Is that on the remake or is that Freddy versus Jason?
No,
I think
it
it was
was
a remake.
I was the remake.
Was it a remake?
Freddy
Yeah.
versus Jason, I have my moments, but the remake.
Okay. No. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, Bob, plot rundown, buddy.
Yeah, Witchboard, 1986. It's called a Ouija board, and it's been used for thousands of years to communicate with the souls of the afterworld. For beautiful Linda Brewster, it brings the playful ghost of a dead 10-year-old boy. That
Fuck
is
that kid.
called fucking, what do they call that? Some bullshit.
And also,
But when the-
hold on, before you fucking finish this bullshit plot rundown, it
No,
is a
no,
Ouija board. Fuck Ouija. Fuck you. It's Ouija. It's French. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's a Ouija board.
That was even the
That
wife
was-
and I were just like, what? What the fuck is? Yeah.
Oh shit.
May I-
Sorry. Hi, mom.
Hi,
May
Mom.
I? Hi,
Yeah.
Mom. I hope you're ready for your son to swear because he just started.
It's all good.
But when the friendly spirit develops a sudden taste for violent murder and demonic possession, Linda's boyfriend and her former lover must race to destroy the ferocious portal of the damned. God, that plot rundown makes this movie sound
Good.
half as good. Yeah, it makes it sound like good. Directed by Kevin Tenney, whatever. Night of the Demons, The Cellar. Written by Kevin Tenney. Witch Trap. The fuck? Witch Trap, Witchboard, Jesus Christ. Pinocchio's Revenge. Produced by Gerald Jeffrey. Starring Who Wants It?
I'll take it. Starring Todd Allen as Jim Moorer, Donnie Catane, Bachelor Party, Santa Barbara as Linda Brewster, Stephen Nichols, House, The Young and the Restless as Brandon Sinclair, Kathleen Will Hoyt,
Yeah.
Roadhouse, Fire in the Sky as Sarah Zarabeth Crawford, Burke Burns, Private School, Child's Play 3 as Lieutenant Dewhurst, Most Worthless Cop Ever, James W. Quinn, Night of the Demons 2, Pinocchio's Revenge as
Is he
Lloyd.
really the most worthless cop?
He's
Let's-
in this
Didn't do any.
in this
made me
universe.
wanna punch
In
him
this
about
All
universe,
he
he
did was
is.
talk about magic and juggling.
No, I know, but it's like he kind of reminded me of almost, and I could be maybe wrong on this, but the cop from Cemetery Man, because I feel like he was kind of in that same.
The
fucking
cop
boat-
from
bullshit.
Cemetery Man looks like a fucking super cop compared to this
Yes.
fucking idiot.
Does he
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, he
Yes,
does.
he does.
I don't
Yeah,
know why I
I'll
was
do
thinking
that.
about that movie today, but I, for whatever reason, was.
because you want to watch it.
I kind of
Understand.
do.
The tits.
I don't know why, because I
Tits.
didn't enjoy
No,
it.
we
but
know
I
why.
do want to kind of
The tits.
I mean, it did have a lot of nice tits.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, hey, this movie had tits. Doesn't mean I want to watch it again. No, not at all.
Anyway,
Yeah.
continue.
Rosemarie, Terror at London Bridge, Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday the 13th as
You know what?
Mrs. Moses.
It's a terrible movie, but I like
It's
it.
fun. Now.
Yeah, it's stupid, but it's funny.
It's so fucking stupid.
How does it compare to what's that awful one he made us watch?
Stan Helsing.
Stan
Stan
Helsing.
Helsing.
It's kind of in the
level.
same
Same level.
Oh,
Yeah.
Same
You would hate
level,
it.
dude.
You would
Nope.
hate it.
If
Yeah,
you don't
you-
like over the top, stupid kind of parody shit, then you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But I love 80s over the top
No, no,
stupid
no.
parody shit like
Yeah,
Naked
but
Gun and
that-
Airplane.
But there was a certain finesse to 80s parody versus scary movie era parody. You know what I mean? Where like,
But that one has Tiffany Amber Thiessen in it, doesn't it? Shriek. Doesn't have Tiffany Amber Thiessen in it?
maybe.
I think she's
I
in
thought
it.
it was Carmen
believe
Electra.
so. No, she was in
Mm.
Scary Movie too.
Well,
I think
that
it's-
was her and Pam Anderson, wasn't it? No, that was
That-
Pam Anderson. And,
That was Scary. No, that was Scary Movie too. She was Scary
Any-
Movie 1. That's right. Opposite.
Yeah, anyways, it doesn't
Let's
matter.
get back
doesn't
on
matter.
it. Judy Tatum
Yeah.
with Trap, Book of Joe as Dr. Gelano, Gloria Hayes, the Frisco Kid, Judgment Day as Wanda. Body count total for this bullshit ass fucking movie is only 3. Only 3 fucking people died in this fucking movie.
Wait,
I'm gonna
so-
pee my
hold
pants
on.
if he keeps this up.
Hold on. The dude on the dock.
The,
at
dude on the
construction site.
dock, the construction site dude, and then the fucking the psychic.
Oh yeah, the psychic.
That's
Psychic.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
So
No, no,
this
music
movie was
by
bad.
music by.
Oh yeah, we're not even there
Yeah,
yet.
music
we're
by.
not even there yet. Fuck.
I know.
I'm going to read this as slow as possible.
Oh, you
Just-
I will kick you from this shit and read it myself and then bring you back on.
Careful, Phasmophobia. He's gonna kill again.
Ah,
Oh, me and Brody have a plan for Phasmophobia for you guys. Don't you worry. We're doing Phasmophobia Thunderdome.
What did
Fucking
I do wrong to deserve
Oh yeah,
this?
we're gonna set up a custom setting where you go into the house and it's all the cursed items.
Oh, I'm grabbing the
Hell
first
yeah,
one I
dude.
see, motherfucker.
Do it.
Continue.
Ghost.
Oh,
Ghost.
music by Dennis Michael Tenney, Night of the Demons, Leprechaun 3. Cinematography by Roy H. Wagner, Return to Horror High, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Edited by Daniel Duncan, Night of the Demons, Leprechaun 3, and Stephen J. Waller, who's never done another fucking thing, and this is probably why. Effects and makeup by Tassilo Bauer, The Kindred, Deep Star 6, distributed by Cinema Group. Runtime of 98 minutes, MPA rating of R. Budget of 2 mil, gross 7.4 mil. Scoops, take it away.
this movie was so much fucking bullshit. It was so fucking boring. Nothing happened in this fucking movie. There was so much potential for this shit. So much. It's a movie about a fucking Ouija board. I watched this as a kid with my dad. I don't remember the movie, but I remember watching it, and he covered my eyes when they showed Tawny Kitane's tits, which is the only good part of this fucking movie. The only good part of this fucking movie. Everything else was so fucking boring.
Mhm.
The lore that they came up with, the rules that they came up with for the fucking Ouija board. The rules are there. There's real life rules. Nobody did any fucking research
Thank you.
for
First
this
of all,
fucking movie.
every time they talked on that shit,
Nope.
the one time he said goodbye, they
Yep.
never said goodbye.
Never again.
Ever.
It was-
Ever.
th-
That's like rule number one that anybody should know. Is like if you open this shit, you need
I was
to
gonna-
close
I
it.
was going to mention that.
Well, not everyone is that smart either.
It's
They're
common
just too
fucking
stupid.
sense. Like, I mean, maybe
Well,
not back
common
then.
sense ain't no
Okay.
common.
But the Ouija boards have been around for a long fucking time. Granted, not in the form that we fucking know them.
Yeah,
But
sure.
They've been around, whether it's spirit boards, whatever you want to call it. It's been around for a long time. Granted, it didn't get this like demonic thing until The Exorcist, but there's rules, and it's just the lore that they came up with for this shit was just fucking stupid. Like there was nothing that made any kind of fucking sense in this movie.
Do have one question though, and I think it's probably another bullshit one. What about the one thing that he talks about where like if you're the most like clear of a
No,
person?
no, fuck.
Because
all
I
that.
feel like it would be the opposite, right? I'm like, yo, man, if you were inebriated, that means you have less function over
So,
yourself. It'd be easier to
in
like,
a sense, so in
Not
a
like,
sense,
you know,
you
drunk,
don't
you know what I
want to
mean? Like-
be drunk or drinking or anything when you use one because you're more open to let shit in.
thank you. That's
Well,
what
it's not like, oh,
that's
they're
how
not
I
gonna
would
talk-
take
That
it.
makes-
over.
yeah,
They're
that
not going to
makes
talk to you if you drink or you smoke. That's bullshit. That is 100 fucking percent bullshit.
Which that rule was bullshit later on when they were on the dock and he's literally smoking a cigarette. He's like, all right, let's do this thing. And then they fucking do it. So what the
Yeah.
fuck, dude? Yeah, 100%. All right.
Yeah, and even the fucking story of the love triangle that was going on was fucking stupid. This was like a very shitty fucking soap opera episode, and
It didn't even feel like a legit love triangle. It felt like he was infatuated with her. She never gave him the time of day.
this
No.
you know what was better?
Pretty
You know what was
much.
better than
Yeah.
this
Did
movie?
he hit once, maybe? I don't know.
Well, it said they dated. It said that they fucking
Probably
dated.
one,
So
but it
who the
wasn't.
fuck knows? Maybe they
Oh
did.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
still,
'cause-
and then Mel made a point.
Wasn't her.
Why the fuck would she invite him to that party anyways if that's her ex? The
Well,
audacity of that
dick.
cunt
yeah,
to
but
even invite an ex
it's
to that party.
but that ex and her new dude were friends before she even was
Were.
introduced.
Friends.
No, I know, but I think maybe it was like she was trying to hope that they would rekindle.
Bro,
I don't know.
no.
I'm not.
Bro,
I'm just.
fuck that.
No,
This,
no.
and I guess maybe I took this a little bit more personal.
All right, that's
because
fine. That's
my
fine.
first ex-wife cheated on me with my best friend. That
Ooh,
would be like
fair.
her inviting me to a party that they were both at. I have no business at that fucking party.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't want to
yeah.
fucking go to that fucking party. Fuck you. And on the other end, fuck that.
Yeah,
You're not
but that
inviting
would-
any of your exes to a fucking party
But
that
that would
we're
have to
fucking
be-
having.
That would have to be in the
No.
realm of like you would still be with your ex-wife though, and she invited the dude that she was macking it with.
Well,
to the
exactly.
party. Yeah.
Even putting myself in that situation. Fuck you.
no,
You're
absolutely-
not
I-
invited. You know what I mean? Like, it's just stupid. It was and I know why they did. They did it to build like this drama between, and it didn't work at all. Nothing in this fucking movie worked.
Now, to be fair, when that dude was
be
first
fair, yeah.
introduced in the beginning
Uh,
on the couch with that other guy, I thought they were going to be a gay couple. I was way off
Yeah.
on that read
I-
first.
See, look what Gene said.
It's the
Right here.
80s.
Oh yeah, see,
Yeah.
all right, well, all
yeah.
right. Unless he's actually talking about the two friends, I don't know. Maybe I misconstrued that. But no, just the way that
Well,
one
listen,
dude was
the-
like
the-
literally sitting like on top of that.
Oh,
you know what
I
mean?
see what you mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy in the
Yeah.
other suit.
This movie just annoyed the hell out of me. And I don't remember which one of you said that it felt way longer
Chad did.
than what it actually was. It's true.
long, dude.
This movie
an-
felt like it was a 2-hour fucking movie, and I just wanted it to be done.
First of all, it almost is. It's still an hour and 42 fucking minutes.
It
It's
was
not short.
yeah,
like-
well.
Hour 20, I would be like,
Which
okay,
is
that's
sad
standard.
because-
And it did not need to be that fucking long. There was
Yeah.
so much shit that could have been fucking cut out of it. The psychic was probably
No,
the
not this
most
movie, anyway.
annoying character in this fucking movie.
Oh,
But-
Bobby
God,
said it before we went live. There was no likable characters
No,
in this
there weren't.
movie at all.
No, there wasn't.
I hated.
Not only that, her boyfriend, I don't know what it was, but that man he annoyed me the
They
most.
both of those
The-
both,
the
both
psychic
of those guys
he-
annoyed me the most. To him, the ex or whatever, the guy that had the Ouija board,
The
was-
pretentious dude.
he
What's
was
his name?
so uptight. Brandon.
Brandon. Okay.
He was so fucking uptight. First mostly about the board, but just so uptight about everything. And the other guy just didn't take anything
Yeah.
seriously enough. It's like, oh my god, like from one extreme to
You
the
know
other.
what though?
you're like,
You
I'm
literally
gonna
had
say
one uptight
I'd
asshole
be
and
more in the ballpark of the boy. I don't know though.
Me personally, I would be in the middle of all of it because I think
Dominic,
it's also,
no, you don't, man.
I
Don't
like
do
that
it,
stuff.
Dominic.
Don't need to
Because
do
I,
that.
'cause I know
Don't fucking do it, bro.
some of it's
Don't,
real.
do
don't
it.
waste 2
And
hours.
You know what the shitty part is? As shitty
No,
as
don't.
this fucking movie is, it spawned a fucking sequel.
Go watch Amityville
What
3D.
spawned? There's
Two.
a fucking
two
What?
sequels
There's two
and a
sequels.
remake that comes out this year.
Remake aside,
Which
that could be
I have
different.
heard not so good
Listen,
reviews about.
If that's what we're doing is remaking shitty movies, that's what we should be doing. This is a perfect example of what needs a remake, right? Like, or
Look, Gene said it. Gene
Yeah,
said it.
but-
I hadn't watched this since I was young. For some reason, I remembered it being scary, but it's pretty shit. And that's
is.
exactly what I had in my head. I have not seen this since the 80s. And I remember being absolutely
But-
fucking terrified. And now I don't know why I was scared because there's nothing scary in this fucking movie at all. There's no
Nothing
jump
happened, really.
scares. The,
Can we
the,
also
the
talk-
fucking the ghost isn't scary when you fucking see him. It's like, fuck you, old guy.
There's no
or whatever
ghost.
the
He's
fuck he
barely
is.
even in the movie.
Like-
Like,
Not even-
talk about that
it's just an old man.
because he
Yeah,
was
he's just
actually
an
a
old
selling
dude.
point for me.
Like,
He's
he
just
was a-
his great value
he was a
Vincent
selling point
Price.
for me on the cover.
He is, dude.
He wasn't even great
literally a-
value. It was
that-
like
that's-
Temu Vincent Price.
No. That's why listen, the cover of this movie is why I chose it because I saw his face. I'm like, he looks creepy. That's probably not a final form. Yeah, let's
Not
go
a
for
final
it.
form.
Barely
No.
see him. You
Is
see
he
him in what,
Frieza? Not a final form.
No, that was his fucking final
I don't
form.
know, but
It's
listen,
pretty shitty fucking final form, Bob.
Yeah,
Why you pick shitty
unfortunately
fucking
it
movies
was.
just from
So-
the cover, Bob?
I will say this.
Hey, we have all done it.
No, we
Don't
have,
get
we
mad,
have, we have.
you.
Look,
We have
I
all done
I
it.
still have the lowest rated movie this year. That's fine. I fucked
you?
up on Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, okay? But at least there was some funny
No,
shit
no,
in
no,
that
no, no,
movie.
no, no. Wait, was that
I thought Killer Tomatoes is the lowest. Yes.
Yep.
that was lower than Open 24
Uh,
hours?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I'll take your word for it.
I'm
In my
pretty sure it
head
was.
and in my heart, it's not. But I'd rather watch it.
One of those
actually-
is lying.
Actually,
to
you still do
John.
not have the lowest because Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was last year, buddy.
Oh, was it last year?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay, well,
I
for
think it was like
2024.
the next to last movie. I think we did Ghostbusters 2 because we started off high with Blade.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the
gotta be
lowest
open
so
24
far?
hours.
Open
this
24
year?
hours is lowest for this year, I think.
I
Gotta
guarantee
be.
it. Let me get there.
Oh, that's me. See, I'm the low
That
one.
was
Well,
a
you're
two.
about to
Totally
fucking
take
beat
it.
your.
It
You're
is
about
what
to
it
beat
is.
your fucking score.
Yeah,
You're
you
about
are,
to
buddy.
beat your fucking score, Bobby.
You're about to drop that bar, homie.
Listen, take it easy over there. It was a pick that I was just like, fuck it, I'm
So,
going to put it on there.
What's crazy about this movie is, man, I feel like this movie doesn't know what it wants to be. Right? So
No,
it's
I
a
know what I
ghost
wanted
movie.
it to be.
Not.
Over.
I know.
Over.
So it had slasher elements for whatever fucking reason. We had normal ghost elements. They had some kind of weird, maybe like potentially going demonic elements. I don't know if that was a different read or not. And
That was a big missed opportunity.
it was just, I don't know. So, like, case in point, every time we got ghost POV, I'll give it credit for that. I was like, okay, cool. But then when, like Scoop says, when we finally see the old fucking dude, because that's all I'm going to fucking call him, it's kind of a
Oh, it
lame
is.
fucking ghost. Like, and I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I expected from an 86 movie of a ghost, because, like, probably not what is in my head. But man, this movie just it didn't touch anything it tried to really do. Even the kill scene with what's his name on the dock was just ridiculous. And I don't know if it was just that dude.
That was
Speaking of-
a
okay,
horrible
so-
death. That was an
Oh, you want
horrible death.
I
so-
hope you're gonna bring. I hope you're gonna bring up what I was thinking. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I might not. So, I'm not a big do-it-yourselfer guy. Like, I don't really do a lot of.
Yeah.
construction.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
do
Okay.
some.
Yep.
John, I'm sure you've done some Scoobs.
I used to work construction.
Yeah. What's up? Are you talking about the hammer?
Yeah, have you ever seen or used a hammer
Yeah.
that was like 90% fucking hatchet on the other side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for drywall.
Yeah,
Really?
it's a
Yeah.
drywall
Yeah. So
hammer.
you,
yeah,
so you can
but
cut into sections of the drywall and shit.
mhm.
Oh, okay.
You,
I've never
you
used
score
one.
it
I've
on
never
the
seen
you
one.
score it on the back and just pop, 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 pop.
the one I had
see, we've always
wasn't
used
like a battle
fucking-
axe though. The one I had didn't look like that. That looked like a fucking battle axe compared to the one I
That
had.
thing was huge.
But yeah, no, it's a weird old sheet.
We've always just used fucking utility knives for that.
They still have one similar to that, but they're a lot better now. So, but no, yep, that's
that answered my question. I've never used one, but I've never seen one before.
Yeah.
no. But I was gonna say, with that kill alone, let's just talk about the shitty editing in that kill, because that dude, the pompous guy, what was his name? Brandon, you said?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
He gets hit in the fucking forehead right here, right
Where did the
fucking
scratch-
here,
Why is the cut down here?
Yeah.
fucking head with an axe. Why is he slashed across the face like he just got out of a Mortal Kombat fight?
I don't know.
No. What in the fuck? The axe still should have been in his head.
Yep.
Like,
Can we also talk about how the boyfriend and girlfriend fight, and that is like the ending we get before they get married? How anticlimactic! that shit
Extremely
was?
anticlimactic. I'm like, ha ha, he fell on that car. Like I laughed. I laughed so hard at that fucking
He
scene.
barely even
Steph
fell.
laughed
Do you
too.
even see him
I
fall on
laughed
it?
so fucking hard at that scene because the way
the
that it
vertigo
played
shot.
out. Hans Gruber's fall
Yeah.
was way more climactic than this bullshit ass fucking fall they gave us. That was like 10 feet. We knew he wasn't fucking
Dude,
dead.
Hot Rod's fall down the hill was more climactic.
Yeah, it fucking was. But
By the way, how quick was that fucking wedding, by the way? Because they didn't even finish cleaning up the house
Thank you.
when he was married.
Thank you. I even said that. I was like, wait a minute. They literally were just like, is he like, did he not even go to the hospital? Like, he must have got something. Like, they stopped on the ambulance. They're like, yo, we got to hit
Well, he had a
He had
neck
neck
brace
brace.
on. It was probably a makeshift.
so did any of you
the fuck,
boys pay attention to when they said that, oh, the spirit can pick their mommy and their daddy or whatever the fucking bullshit thing they fucking said? And then she was throwing up or whatever.
Yeah.
So Mel was like, oh, is she pregnant? And I was like, I don't remember. I don't remember if she's pregnant or not. Like, I haven't fucking seen this in forever. And so I'm like, damn, did the ghost like choose her to be the mom and then the fucking pompous dude as the fucking dad? And now she's going to have like a ghost baby. Like, ooh, I'm intrigued what's going on. And then it wouldn't fucking go anywhere.
See, I thought it was going there too. What was that movie where
I thought it was
what
going to
that
go
movie
there
we
too.
watched
I'm
where
not even
it
gonna
was
lie.
pretty gratuitous too, but like where the chick was getting raped around by the ghost and shit.
The entity.
The entity.
Yeah. So I thought
the
we were
entity.
going that kind of route.
Yeah.
Once I was like, oh, and yeah, no, not even close. I will say I've never seen this movie, but for whatever reason, I kept predicting shit as it was about to happen. And the wife was just like, "Are you sure you've never seen this movie?" I'm like, "I swear to fuck." I'm like, "I never even fucking heard of this goddamn."
You
piece
were
of shit."
more psychic than the stupid psychic in this fucking
Well,
movie.
because like
Can we talk about her for a
it's
second?
it's going just one second there. It's going like through the scenes where she started using it at home, right? It's like right in the beginning, and it's like by like potentially the third day, the way the film is set up, that at least I figured. And there's a phone call ring. I'm like, it's gonna be your friend being like, "Yo, bitch, where the fuck's my board?" And then soon enough, he's like, "Yeah, you were at class today." I was like, "Oh, look at that." And then there was the TT, whatever the fuck she said, and I was like, "Is that Tata for now?" She's like,
TTFN.
"What is that for?"
Yeah.
Tata. It was like the same fucking thing I just said, and Jen's like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was kind of weird."
Okay, but you had to have known that from Winnie the Pooh, though.
TTFN.
I never watched Winnie the Pooh, honestly. I'm sorry. I never like. Yeah, I don't know. I think I watched a little bit more Winnie the Pooh actually when Julie was around, but like I never watched that shit when I was a kid. I watched like Tailspin. Remember that?
But yeah, that fucking psychic dude, she was just, oh my god, the constant like
She was
psychic
annoying.
humor.
Fuck you, you stupid cunt.
And her stupid ass fucking noisy jacket. Oh,
Her
God.
jacket was probably worse than her, dude.
Oh god, that jacket was just so obnoxious.
I wanted more of her like getting into some deep research though, because for some reason I like scenes like that sometimes. Like I like when we went to the microfiche and stuff. I was like,
I wanted that too.
yeah, let's get a little detective work. But
You know what I wanted more of? I wanted more of that fucking hot chick that ran the witchcraft shop.
Yeah.
bro, yes.
Oh, yeah.
We needed her to come back for whatever fucking scene for whatever reason. I don't care. 100%. She might even come in later when we're talking discussion questions.
Oh, I've already decided that. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. All right. I mean,
Yeah,
not saying main character is not also right there, but you know.
She's not bad. But just her.
It's not the white
It's not
snake.
the white snake video.
It can be.
I just hated her throughout the whole movie because she was just so. They were all fucking obnoxious. Like, why?
Everybody in this movie should have died. Everybody.
Yes.
Everybody should have died.
You
He
know
should
what
have
the
shot
funny part
her. He should have shot her in the head and then shot himself in the head, and I would have been happy with this movie.
And then the cop was like, "Whoa, when in Rome?"
You know something?
Yeah.
The picture of the old guy that's in the book is scarier than how he actually looked.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah. It
2
was.
seconds.
Yeah. It was.
was.
And
Just I'm looking at the picture like that's actually pretty
and
scary
here's
looking
here's
guy,
the thing.
you know, like
Here's
that.
the thing that fucking irks me about this shit too. The Ouija board. You throw it away, it comes back. You burn it. They didn't do it in the movie, but you burn a Ouija board. There's stories that it's back and it's perfect and it's not burned. You've ripped it in half. You've torn it in half. Whatever. It comes back. It's full.
But it can't take bullets.
But it can't take bullets from a fucking cop gun because
You know, you know what I quoted when that scene happened? Harold and Kumar. I was like, ugh, bullets. My only weakness.
You know, I was actually really disappointed when he yeeted it out the window that it didn't boomerang and fly right back in the window.
Right? Like pull some Evil Dead book shit. Like, woo!
That would have been great.
Yeah. All right, man. I feel like this movie, like, there was a lot of shit that we all just anticipated that never happened. First kill, right? First kill went down. And I was like, ooh, are we going to get like a Final Destination kind of movie?
Yeah.
Nope. Went to Slasher. All right. Slasher Ghost. Different. Not good, though.
Not
Like-
good at all.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the first
And
kill was
here's-
such a nice.
Here's the thing with this
surprise.
stupid fucking ghost. You fucking stupid fucking idiot ghost. Why did you go through the trouble of picking up the sheetrock fucking blade, cutting the fucking shit so that the sheetrock, you could have just fucking dropped the fucking axe and it would have fucking hit the dude in the fucking head. Like, come on.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, dude. Getting smushed by sheetrock is fuck it. That's a way
It was-
crazier. I don't know, man.
it
Like
was
that.
3 sheets.
No,
three-
dude, it was
yeah,
more than that.
No,
I thought it was like
not.
5.
Dude, it was
No.
like a whole stack.
Yeah.
There was a whole
Yeah, it was-
stack up top,
it was-
but
it
what
was
hit
mostly-
him was literally. I'm telling you,
Oh,
go back
see-
and count it.
No, I
Three
know,
sheets.
but
Hold on,
I
gotta-
took that as
hold on.
bad editing, just like the forehead to the scratch. To me, the way it played it out, that whole stack fell on him. But then when they showed it, it was only like the 3 pieces that he took off. And then for whatever reason, he sat on the other piece that was still on him. I don't
Yeah.
know. What the fuck. That's how that looked too. I was like, is he sitting on that? Like, you can fucking all right. But yeah, man, unfortunately, this movie's just bad. Yeah.
Very
With
bad.
so much potential that was not just didn't hit, man, for sure. Are we do we want to hear what Brody has to say about this?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to give myself a
Yes,
fucking
I
stroke.
do.
Don't do that. Calm down. Eat a hot pocket.
All right, relax.
Have another hot pocket. All right. Let me pull up the Brody here. Hold on. Whoop, there we go.
Howdy, folks. It's your King banging back for another episode of Gore and More. This week I'm here to talk to you about Witchboard from 1986. It's actually nice and refreshing to go back this week to an 80s horror film, especially one that I've never ever even heard of or seen. So, yeah, went in with an open mind on this one. I have mixed feelings about this, but yeah, let's get into them. I mean, so kicking it off with the negatives, I just will say that this film does run way too long. There's some drawn-out scenes in this that could have been definitely trimmed back. They're trying to add more drama value to it, I feel, at times, when there's some scenes in this film that sort of try and mislead you down a different direction and a different approach to what the film is trying to represent. I feel, for me personally, I mean, the story was going in one direction. I'm thinking, well, hang on, we're on this fucking journey. Why are we going down this road if it doesn't make, you know what I mean? Like, it was skipping from A to C and not talking about B at times. It was kind of convoluted all over the shop, I feel. Maybe that was just me taking out of it from the runtime of this movie. Also, the other thing I had a problem with was we've already established that these two lead actors in the opening scene hate each other, and I understand that they keep bringing that up and beating you over the fucking head with it throughout the movie, just to try and add that more dramatic value to a payoff that honestly I didn't see coming, and it was a great payoff. But it's like, I already fucking know they don't like each other. Why are we still fucking seeing it? Like, it's just not needed. That shit could have been trimmed back a bit. Yeah, and I definitely feel like this film should have had more gore. I know it's meant to be a supernatural horror film, but when I watched the trailer to this, which I wish I hadn't because it spoiled all the good shit that's in this movie, I thought we were going to getting a very brutal-esque fucking ultra-violent 80s horror movie, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is what I'm after. I can't wait to watch this movie. And yet, it was just a slow, boring journey for me personally. So I was actually really hooked on the opening scene, more so for the fact that the main actor was explaining to us, the audience, the origins of a Ouija board, which I've never really, to be honest, fucking even went out of my way to look up. So that was really fascinating to hear where it comes from and what the origins of it is and yada yada. But I did like this little side story, how he introduces us to this spirit of a 10-year-old boy called David, and, you know, they have like a secret code and all that sort of shit, and I thought that was really cool. And then the rest, and then for the next half an hour, I've been misled down this road to thinking that she was pregnant. Somehow David was going to possess the baby inside her, and then when she has the baby, David ends up becoming her son, and evil is born into this world type thing. But then it led me down, and it just sort of flips the story on its head and goes down a different direction. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And it really took me out of the movie. Anyway, oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, her being possessed at the end. That was ridiculous. It was corny. Him falling out the window, one of the stupidest shots I've ever seen in a fucking movie. And the wedding at the end. Hated it. I hated it in about the last fucking 10 minutes of this movie. My God, it was just crap. I'll also just mention about the kills in this movie. For the kills that we get, awesome. I really enjoyed it. I just wish we had more. I can't stress that enough. But also, the trailer ruined it for me. The first kill, which is way too fucking far into the movie for a start. That would have caught me off guard, and I would have been shocked way more if I hadn't seen that trailer. And just, who the fuck has ever had a hammer with a pickaxe on it? I mean, certainly not me. It might be an American thing. I don't fucking know. But imagine if you're fucking hammering something and you hit it and it comes back into your fucking head. And then what? You're dead, aren't you? So that's fucking stupid. To have that in this movie, they sort of set that up as like a red herring. Oh, that's what's going to come in and kill him. And then it ends up being a sheet of plaster, which I thought was actually really cool. But unrealistically, that hammer just was like, fuck off, mate. Like, that's just stupid. So there's a movie that's just come out called Presence, and the whole entire movie is shot from the perspective of the entity in that movie. Now, having seen the POV shots of the entity in this film, it felt like that whole entire movie of Presence stole the POV shots out of this movie and used that for the whole entire film. The POV shots we got in Witchboard, I wish we had got fucking more of, because the visual style, that different lens cap that they use, was very well executed. It felt like a steady cam at times. It was able to guide and drift through the air like a ghost. I thought that was effective. It's scary. And just, me and Steve were only talking about presence the other day. And Steve, I don't know if you had the same fucking feeling after watching those POV shots in this film, to think that might have been the inspiration for the whole entire movie.
I was kind of thinking that, and I've never seen Prison.
Just keen to hear your thoughts on that.
Yep.
Yeah, before I go, I just will quickly say, it felt like the screenwriter or whoever fucking wrote this was starting to run out of ideas, so they thought they'd be clever and start trying to be convoluted with the fucking story all over the fucking shop, you know, and also adding in shitty dialogue and shitty fucking humour that made no fucking sense, and it was just garbage, it was just trash. Oh my god, this film could have been so much fucking more and better. In saying that, I'm going to give it a straight down the fucking middle 2.5 for this week.
Nope, he changes that.
Like I said, mixed reviews, ups and downs, positives, negatives, fuck yeah, everywhere. In saying that, this is your Kanga Banger signing out. Look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about the movie, and I'll catch you mother lickers next week. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, sir.
Brody.
Thank you, Brody.
kindly.
So yeah,
Thank you,
I did
sir.
get that same kind of
Yes, viewpoint.
feel.
Yeah,
From the viewpoint of the ghost, and it's very much present in presence. So I don't know if that was an inspiration for it or not, but
that's the whole trailer, dude.
yeah,
you know
well,
what I
the
mean?
whole
Like,
movie. That's the whole movie. The whole movie is.
where okay.
But how Brody was saying, he's never seen a sheetrock hammer like that. So here, this is the.
You looked it
hammer
up.
that-
I was
I
gonna say
did
I
the
have
same
one.
thing.
Right,
No. This
Yeah.
is the one I used to have. Exactly.
Yeah.
It does not look like a giant fucking, like I said, battle.
yes,
axe.
but that's also fucking 40.
No,
almost,
I know, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying the one that I had was more like this, where it's got, it's got.
I
the
would say
blade.
that still looks like a battle axe. Homie. I'm not gonna just a cooler.
I mean, but it's not. It's a 14-ounce hammer. It's not that big.
It's a little.
Yeah, but that was
Order.
probably this. I would say that was probably the same. Like,
But the ones that they had like a full big ass hatchet blade on them.
Yeah.
Well, it's
No,
the 80s.
'cause
Everything was
hatchet
big.
blade would be like
Good
almost
luck.
up to a 4-inch thing. I would say that was probably like 2.5 at most. I don't know. But
Look,
that's what it is. It's a
I
drywall
even looked one up right now from the 80s. This is a vintage sheetrock hammer.
go
right
50s.
here. Go 50s.
50s.
Hold on. So here's the 80s
That's
one
what it's going to look like, a fucking battle axe.
right here. Okay, so let's go 50s sheetrock hammer.
The things you learn on Gore and more.
We're trying to teach you some things.
We're trying to learn.
See, and I've seen this drywall video, and even the one he uses in this video is not stupid huge like that.
I didn't think theirs was that big.
It was.
It was huge,
was.
John. It laying on top of that sheetrock, like it was fucking huge. I don't want to play this video.
I'm going off of when he was using it against the wall, though. Like, it just didn't look that. I don't know. I don't think it was that big.
That was this newer one, too.
Maybe that's what I'm going off of. I don't know. Either way.
I don't know.
Yeah,
But
another thing.
Brody changes his score.
I don't
That's
think it
what
really fucking
what I want.
matters at this
Brody
point.
changed his score. He is not giving it a 2.5. He is giving it a 2,
So her shower scene at the end,
which was
You know, when
totally
she-
had to be added in my opinion. But maybe
when
not.
she's like getting scalded by the water, ever, and she's in the shower, and she reaches over and she grabs a towel and wraps it around her hand.
Why is there a towel in the shower?
That's
with you?
exactly what I said. I turned to Steph. I'm like, who the fuck keeps a towel in the shower with?
What is the purpose of that? You're like, I mean, unless it's a washcloth, but that's a really big.
That was a
washcloth.
towel.
Right.
That was a
That's
towel.
a big ass washcloth. If that's
Yeah, I don't know. This movie was trash.
yeah.
I'm sorry, but
Absolute
even
trash.
that scene, right? That scene just felt so added in at the last moment for this movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It was like, guys, we made a bad movie. Tawny, you're gonna have to show your titties.
Yeah, we'll give you an extra $5,000. We'll give you an extra $5,000.
They probably didn't even give her money. They're like, here's this 8-ball of Coke. Show us your boobies.
Here's an eight
you're
ball
gonna
of
be
Coke,
dating
and we'll
your-
let you be in the White
covered-
Snake video.
Hey, maybe. It is the 80s. You never know. All right. So that being said, I feel like you guys all know how we all feel. So, Chad Daddy, what the hell do we got behind the scenes?
I
bud?
hope there's
All
not a
right,
lot.
so there's like 3 pages. I didn't go.
I hope
overboard.
there's like 10 pages worth. Just
The house
zombies.
in this film was also used in waxwork, which I mentioned, and Willard from 1971. This Los Angeles home has since been retired as a filming location.
Oh, damn.
I bet
Alright.
not.
Tawny Katane made this movie first and then made the White Snake music video while this film was in pre-production. Hold on. I got.
Please.
Sorry. No, I just need a haircut. When my hair gets too long, it starts getting itchy. It bothers me. Both were released around the same time, so the music video not only made her famous, it helped drive sales for Witchboard.
Not much though.
I mean, it made a profit.
I wish we could
Yeah.
like dip into the child mind of Scuba to know what was scary as a I mean,
Maybe
I wonder if
yeah,
it's
I would
just the
love to know
overall
that.
presence of the Ouija board, and
I
you
think
know
that's what
they're
it was.
bad.
I
Okay,
think
so I was
fuck with
when
it,
I was
like,
when I was little and this movie came out, and there was a whole big scare about Ouija board and the witch boards. And,
okay.
oh, don't use witch boards. You'll summon the devil. Blah blah blah. So as a little kid, I was scared shitless of Ouija boards.
Yeah.
So,
I'm thinking
to the point where I'm going to answer this now. Would little me have rented this going by the cover? Nope. I was scared of Ouija boards.
I think that's where my fear stemmed from, was because of the whole Ouija board aspect of the film itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would make
That's what
sense.
made
to
it
me.
terrifying, was watching people actually use the Ouija board and know that you're not supposed to fuck around with those things, especially by yourself. I think that is what made it scary as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I can
watching it as an
totally
adult,
see
I'm like,
that.
you're a fucking dumbass. You deserved everything that happened to you. And you know what? Before you continue, the whole fucking, oh, we have a secret code, so I know it's him. Fuck you. The ghosts stand around you while you use this thing, wanting to communicate with you. They're gonna know your fucking secret code, you idiot.
Yeah, the secret code is just a stupid figure 8 anyway. Whoa, so secret.
So I was wondering if that was supposed to be like the sign for like infinite or infinity or whatever, because like the way it was kind of swirling.
It could be the
Stupid. There was a sign for
infinity
fucking
sign.
fucktard is what it was.
Hey, also, and I've never like this is because I've never fucked with Ouija boards, dude. Like I did one time where we like drew it on paper and made it with a cup, whatever. Anyway, but like, are planchettes really that big?
Some are. It depends. It
That
depends
seems
on
like
the
really
size of your
big to me
board.
for whatever reason.
So
but-
I didn't, and you know what?
Yeah.
I was gonna pull my Ouija board out. I told you boys last week I was gonna pull my Ouija board out for this movie. I didn't want to disrespect my Ouija board and pull it out for this bullshit fucking movie, so I still
Yeah,
had
no.
it put up in its case. But the planchette that I have for it, it's I don't know, it's about half the size of
It's
an
not a Bobby
Xbox
size,
controller.
yeah.
It's about half.
See, that's what I would expect. This thing,
Okay.
for whatever reason, felt like huge.
Yeah, but there are some boards that have,
Yeah.
bigger planchettes with them. It just depends. Now, if you buy like one from like a store or one
Uh-huh.
that was from I don't even remember who the fuck makes them, but
Mattel.
yeah. So if you get one, even the older ones, the planchettes normally are about the same size. But if you get a custom one made, people make them and have been making them for fucking ever. So the
Yeah.
planchette varies in size depending on the size of the board.
Oh, remember the one that he had was like 30 years old too.
Yeah.
So it's from like the 50s.
That's true. Fair enough.
At
See,
that point,
I see
yeah.
the disc behind Scoobs right now, and I'm wondering, can you use that cover as a legit Ouija board?
You probably could if you had a planchette. I mean,
If you had a
Not
10
that
little
it's-
planchette, like
not that it's charged with anything, but I mean, it's got everything on there.
shitty energy. That's what it is.
Yeah, this fucking bullshit energy.
You know what? You could probably use that. You could
I love
probably
how- I
use
love
that
how-
to talk to the ghost of Tawny Katane.
Now,
Probably.
here's my thing. Am I talking
I like how you
does
have
she,
that DVD though.
in ghost form? Is she hot Tawny Katane or the way she looked before she died, Tawny Katane?
I would like to think,
before she
dude, if
died.
you, well, are we talking about like stuck ghost or like moved on ghost? I guess.
Moved on.
I mean, I would hope if you moved on, like somehow you could pick your own form, but who the fuck knows?
I would
Maybe
assume.
Yeah, like I don't.
Yeah.
I want to be in like my peak position. You know, what
I
mean?
feel like you're gonna go with whatever mentality you feel like you are still as you age. So for me, I always say 25. I don't know. I feel like that just feels like the appropriate age, which would be weird to see all your relatives at 25. But
Yeah.
you would like,
I don't know, man. Look
Yeah,
at Coco.
definitely.
Look at Coco. I don't know if you
It's
ever
true.
watched Coco.
that's true. No, I have.
You know, when Coco died, and you see her at the end of the movie, she's old lady Coco. She's not little girl Coco, and she's there with her parents.
Maybe you just stay to whatever age you make it to.
That's some bullshit.
I think you just see them as how you best remember them.
Oh,
I can see
Man.
that being.
this is way
big
more
time.
interesting conversation than this whole fucking movie.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
Yes,
Chad,
it is.
anything else, buddy?
Oh, I got it. Yeah. So the film was shot. The film was shot
I
under
know,
the
I'm
working
sorry.
title Ouija, but had to be retitled during production after board game conglomerate Parker Brothers, who owned the trademark name
Parker
Ouija,
Brothers.
attempted to prevent one of their boards from being used or mentioned in the film. This was shot in Windsor Square, Los Angeles, and Big Bear Valley in San Bernardino, California. So the errors and emissions carrier didn't approve the filmmakers having already shot with the board, and they had to put up a $50,000 bond to prevent any potential litigation. Though there was no lawsuit, Walter Jostin stated that this should have been cleared before they started filming. They received the insurance to change the title to Witchboard and were allowed to pay the bond, as well as to integrate the early board footage with the new board footage as shown when Jim and Brandon are at Big Bear. So I'm guessing that was a different board that they were using. However,
yeah. Completely different fucking board.
okay, I thought so.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
like the color was
because it's
different.
green.
The
It was
designs
the-
were different.
Oh, that's
on
right.
there.
That's right. Because
Yeah.
it showed them buying a different board. That's right.
Yeah.
However, the filmmakers were divided about the title change, with many preferring Ouija, while others felt the Witchboard was a cooler title.
And I will say, I do like the title. I like the title Witchboard.
I don't know if I
Yes.
do. Well, no.
But
I
here's
Because
like
they
the
don't
title.
call it a witch board throughout the whole thing.
They
which
don't.
not-
Mm-mm.
they don't, but that's
They should.
essentially what it is.
but they should then.
They should. But if the movie would have came out, it wouldn't have been called Ouija.
It makes me wonder how the movie Ouija actually is, because I've never seen that one either. So,
It was
Brody, I
decent.
don't know if I would even wonder that.
I
don't
do
know if
wonder,
I would want to,
And I want to watch part
Almost
2
have
because
to
there's
be.
a hot chick on the cover.
You know,
I mean, Tawny Katane's hot right here too. But
Chad, you might not be wrong with that. Can it get worse? Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna see what the
I
rating
mean,
is.
Killer Tomatoes 2.
That
is
is
better
true,
than
Bob.
first.
You are not
The
wrong
Friday
on
the
that.
13th sequels are better than the first.
That is
Godfather
also
2.
true. God damn it, you're right. All right.
Oh, now wait a minute. I don't know. Godfather.
Now I
1
gotta
and 2,
look
I
up
put
to
them
see
on the
where
same.
So would I.
Those
Crap.
are. All right.
All right, so Witchboard 2, it's only on Apple TV. Oh, it's on
Barf.
Fandango, Amazon Prime. You can rent it. The Devil's Doorway. It's got 2.5 stars.
That's just another name for the booty hole.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Devil's
Chad,
Anus.
Daddy.
Director Kevin Tini wrote the script while a student at the University of Southern California. He was inspired to write a horror film based on a Ouija board. He began to research the concept of progressive entrapment, an element that figures briefly in The Exorcist, in which an individual becomes progressively entrapped by a spirit. He stated in interviews that despite it being a horror film, he sought to create a character-driven film, which he failed with. It was boring, as some elements of the script were based on incidents he had heard of while researching the experiences close friends and others had with Ouija boards. He believed the viewers would resonate from this being based in facts, despite it being fictitious. Though Tenney never believed in the board himself, he admitted the board was creepy.
Makes me wonder then how much of a studio definitely like interfered with this, saying, no, we want this and this, because it sounded like he wanted to do something, but it sounds like he was forced to do something else.
So Witchboard has a has a 5.7 rating on IMDb.
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Witchboard 3 has a 4.2. And let me see what Witchboard 2 has.
I mean, judging off the covers, and I know I probably shouldn't, but you know, sometimes we do. I'm gonna say they're probably not good.
Witchboard 2 has a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
But 3 looks like it actually has a fucking demon in it.
3 does have a demon in it. You are correct, sir. All right. Anything else, Chad Daddy?
The
Look at
cast and
that.
crew had their fair share of some eerie occurrences on set. Some of the crew, mostly those that came in earlier, had significant problems inside the house, such as the crew bumping into things that weren't there, as well as things that moved that no one else around could have done during that time frame. Roy Wagner especially felt a strong presence at the staircase when someone was walking behind him, and numerous occurrences where the cast and crew heard whispering and talking.
Little Scoob's got a companion.
Aww.
Hey, hi. Hey,
Oh, look at you.
She's a little daddy love. She's a cutie. She's
Sometimes,
like,
sometimes I miss Harper being
Cute
that little, and sometimes I don't.
right? It's a catch-22 to it. For
Yeah.
Sure. She's like, Daddy, this movie sucks, and I'm falling asleep.
She's like, can we go watch something? Can we go watch Miss Rachel?
Louis.
Okay. Todd Allen was cast as Jim because Kevin Tenney felt he was the only one that was true to the role. Initially, Allen was worried he lost the role when he saw Tenney laughing while sitting in the auditioning room, but Tenney told him later he made him laugh because it reminded him of the way he talked and acted. Allen received the benefit of returning with the filmmakers to read the actresses that auditioned for the role of Linda, with Tawny Katane had read when he was there, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, who cares? It's
Oh, yeah.
When director Kevin Tenney's friend Roland Carroll had to drop out of university due to financial issues, he got a job at a commodities firm where the owner, Walter Jostin, was getting bored with commodities. Carroll mentioned Tenney's script to Jostin, who had an interest in filmmaking. Tenney and his friend Gerald Joffrey pitched the film to Jostin, who was interested by the idea and agreed to help finance the project. Tenney dropped out of his program at the University of Southern California, 4 credits shy of earning his master's degree to begin shooting this film.
Bad choice, man.
I mean, he
Seriously.
did go on to give us Night of the Demons and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's
that,
true.
so-
I was gonna say, like, the
He
repertoire
went on-
that you guys listed off as we were going down that, I was just like, oh, really decent
Yeah,
movies.
I say
man.
Night of the Demons.
Yeah,
is
he
Night
went
of the
on
good.
Demons did scare the shit out
Yeah,
of me.
Night of the
Like,
Demons is good.
that one did scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, Night of the Demons was a great movie.
All right.
Both Tawny Katane and Stephen Nichols later went on to appear on the daytime soap opera Santa Barbara.
Oh,
Ugh.
No, John, that's not the one you like. It's that was
I don't
young,
care.
That was Young and the Restless.
Also gross. No, all soaps are gross. Just can't do them.
Agreed,
Yeah, most of this I don't
honestly.
even really care about reading. I just had like no actual fucking interest in this movie.
Hey, if you don't, if you want to call it, it's your sesh. So
Let's see. There's a remake of this film coming out in 20.
hey, man, I'm just saying that intro was scarier than this film.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it fucking was.
That intro is very
Oh, I
haunting.
love that. John thinking they were all dead because they were in the clouds.
I still say it makes sense to little kid brain me.
So, a remake of this was actually made and released once. It came out at Fantasia Film Festival 2024, directed by Chuck Russell, who gave us Dream Warriors and The Blob. So,
Fuck yeah. Nice.
I hope it's good. The reviews are not saying great
Yo,
things. but
randomly enough.
7.6 out of 10.
Wait, what's that?
It's got a 7.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
All right, well, we're gonna find out.
Yo, speaking of the Blob, randomly and super like quick, I picked up a 10-pack of Goosebumps for my kid,
Oh,
and they're not the old covers; they're like redo covers, but they're the old stories. Dude, they're at Ollie's for $20, man, for a 10-pack. So yeah, so you
Yep.
fuck up.
I got those.
So-
We got those a couple years ago.
Nice.
Yeah, so and there's a few of them that I never fucking read. So, and the one is in there, the Blob that ate everybody. So I
Dude.
was like, ooh, I'm gonna fucking read that one.
Thank you.
One of my
Thank
favorite
you for
episodes.
bringing this up because at the end of after the show last week,
Uh-huh.
I went downstairs and sat down on the couch, and Steph looks at me. And she's like, and then she looks at Cameron. She's like, "Tell them what you're doing tomorrow." And I knew they were doing something. He's like, "Oh, we're going to this assembly, blah blah blah, for this presentation." And Steph's like, "Tell him who's giving the presentation." He's like, "The creator of Goosebumps." I'm like, You fucking serious? R.L. Stein's
R.L.
coming
Stein's
here?
there?
Are you serious?
Did you just start jamming out? You're like, dun, 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 dun.
But he loves the Goosebumps book, so I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So I got to see a presentation by R.L. Stein.
Dude, awesome. Yeah, no, I saw him the other day, and I got her one of the first pack, whatever. But I mean, they're obviously all mixed bags. But I was just like, you know what, man? I might actually read a couple of these, dude. I usually don't read, but I was like, man, Goosebumps is always fucking fun. So,
Dude, believe it or not, R.L. Stein has sold more books than Stephen King has.
I totally
believe
believe
it.
it, dude.
Yeah.
But
Goosebumps, Fear Street, the Goosebumps Off series, the Choose Your Own Adventure shit, the fucking but
because
absolutely
because they're kids' books, they don't count that as on the same bestseller list.
that's bullshit. Why? They're awesome. I guarantee I'll read them now, and I'll still be like, yeah, this was this was cool.
So I just watched the trailer for the new Witchboard, and there's a
out?
lot of the trailer is.
Yeah, so I watched it yesterday.
It's not a Ouija board. It's like a scrying board with the little, I forget what it's called, like a little pendulum.
It has a pendulum over it.
You scry over it, so it's a circle, and
yep.
it's got different demon shit on it.
Yep.
It had me, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool, until it went to the second half of the trailer, and you see this really shitty CGI demon and these really shitty CGI effects that just, I don't know, it might be better than this one, but it's a lot of CGI.
Okay. I'll take a peek at that after all this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'll just go one more thing. So
Right,
on
right,
set,
right.
there were numerous running gags that Wagner was mostly involved in, and one, Tawny Katane devastatingly believed on set that her poodle was accidentally run over by the props truck, but she was relieved to find the dog was safe, and it was only a gag prop with hair similar to her dog that they had laid on the road.
That is a fucked up prank.
Damn.
That's awesome.
At the
That's
same
fucking
time, they
hilarious.
used another gag, whereas since she was dating O.J. Simpson at the time and he visited her on set occasionally, they would call the production office under a pseudonym to speak with her. Other gags involved rocking Katane's trailer back and forth, flipping the outhouses upside down with actors inside, and locking the crew in rooms where they cannot get out to set on time.
So you know what?
That sounds like
At
a
least it
Jackass
sounds
movie
like they
set
had
right
a
now.
fun time making the movie.
This sounds like fucking they were trying to do some McCamey Manor bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know about that level of
Poo poo.
that's some like weird sadist shit right there. Dude. I don't fucking- yeah.
By the way, Scoobs, what movie you said had a lot
The
of
new
The new Witchboard trailer.
And it doesn't have a Ouija
Oh.
board. It's an actual like old school witch scrying board.
Scrying board. I've never heard that. I've seen it, but I guess I just didn't know it had a different name and stuff. All right, sweet.
Oh.
So that's it, Chad Daddy.
Yeah, like I said, I skipped over a bunch because fuck it,
You
I
are
don't care.
no.
Yeah,
you
I don't
are
care. You
fine.
guys don't care.
No, this movie.
Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your service, Chad Daddy.
I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for your service.
It's yeah, this movie was just bad.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
The less said, the
Don't
better.
watch it, dude. Like
yeah, don't watch it.
if you are listening
Nobody-
to us
don't-
now,
Don't go based on my shitty.
if you
my
are
shitty
listening to us
judgment.
now, thank you. Don't. I would suggest not wasting that time.
Yep.
You could watch 1,000 other bad movies that are
No.
way more enjoyable.
You could watch Amityville 3D and probably still get a.
You know,
bar
man,
on.
as much as we
Okay.
shit on Amity 3D, it's almost kind of making me curious to want to rewatch it again.
No,
Just to,
not
like,
me. I never need to see it again.
Was that the only time you've ever seen it?
Yes.
Because that was the only time I've ever seen it too. So, but you know what? I say
Yeah,
that
same.
I'd probably like put it on, get like 5 to 10 minutes in, and be like, "Yep, nope, I remember all this bullshit. Never mind."
Okay, how about that or Endless Descent? The underwater one with like the big anus on the wall.
Wait, not with. Oh my god, the one with
Harley Army.
and Ray.
Oh,
Ray Wise, was he in that? No.
I think he was.
Right? He was
I think
in.
he
He
was.
was like a deck captain or some shit,
I think so.
and it had like the weird like aquatic thing
Yeah.
swimming around. Okay, yeah.
Like I said, it had like that big butthole on the wall at the end,
Because didn't we watch that after we watched Leviathan?
right around that time. Yeah.
So like Leviathan was
yeah,
up
we
here,
did,
then we
yeah.
watched that, hoping it was something like that. It was like, oh god, no. Yeah, I remember that shit.
That was before my time, thankfully.
That was, dude. That was I think Chad gave us an aquatic section that year.
I did.
Yeah.
There's
All
Deep
right.
Star
Yes.
6.
That one wasn't bad if I remember.
And I believe we also did Deep Rising that year.
We did do Deep Rising.
I
I didn't
love
get
Deep Rising.
I was
Deep
not on that
Rising.
episode, unfortunately. I think I was doing a wedding
I
or
think
some
I-
shit.
I think
can't
I-
remember.
I think I hit all of those. If I'm
But-
correct.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, where did we fucking watch this, boys?
Free
Shudder.
on demand.
Scoobs is giving the finger to the DVD.
I
Did you buy that before this, or you
of
had?
course
Just
bought it
curious.
beforehand.
Hey, aren't you glad you did? Are you?
No, when I
Aren't
said
you glad you
beforehand,
didn't get that the Scream Factory?
I am
I
glad.
know
So-
I am. You
bought
don't
it, didn't
tell
you?
me.
Me? Fuck no.
You
Fuck
did.
no. I just want to say
Oh, okay.
this is the second time
Yep.
Scuba has bought a physical, and it's been Bob's pick,
And
and
it
it's
sucks.
been shitty.
I'm not buying Bob's picks anymore.
See, that doesn't make me
That does
feel
not
good
surprise me.
though.
This is
Twice.
like Bob
Wow!
dying in Phasmophobia. We're like, called it.
Wait, you called
Bob,
it.
I love you. I'm not trying to like, shit on
Wow.
you by any means. I'm just trying to point it out. That just happens to be.
Happens to be my misery.
Come on.
It doesn't make
Last
me
night,
feel
the three of us were playing Phasmophobia with Anthony, who's like what, level 17 or something.
Yeah, but he's prestige.
Oh,
Which
he is?
I don't understand how he prestige and he does not know how to play the game.
Yeah, I don't get that
What?
either.
I think his older kid
Oh,
Yeah,
prestiged him.
he's sitting there
shit.
playing it, and I saw he was like a lower level. I'm like, Bobby's gonna die first anyway, and he did.
And he did.
that's awesome.
He's like, and Bobby's like, no, I got it this time. It's not gonna be me. It's gonna be Anthony. He's the lower level. It was Bob.
You're for real, Brody.
What
Scuba
is-
a sucker for punishing on this one?
I am. What's this week's challenge? Did anybody check?
Oh shit, no, I haven't.
No,
I don't think I didn't even see anybody in the Phasmophobia group posting about it, so I don't know.
Interesting. All right, so cover art. Would this sell you as a kid? So
Really,
if I look at the
yeah, I
actual
thought it-
cover art of this movie, I'm gonna say possibly.
Like I said, it scared the crap out of me just the thought of Ouija boards. So I guess it probably would have sold me, but
Whether you would have actually watched it or not,
Yeah.
would be the question.
It's got a fucking Ouija board and a planchette in here.
Yeah, dude.
It's got a punch out planchette
Okay, that's
and a
cool.
awesome.
fucking Ouija board. And it's not a replica of the one in the movie though, which is kind of stupid. It should have been a replica. That would have been cool.
That's
But,
kind of cool though.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't know it had that.
At least you got
Ah,
that.
I would say
I would say, I guess, yes.
I would say
no, I don't know.
a yes.
Are you going off the one
Because-
in your hands though?
I've seen the original one.
Okay.
The original one, maybe.
Can you show
This
us that
one-
one a little closer if you could?
It's literally just a Ouija board with Tawny Katane.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell it was on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. So this cover, yes, I would get as a kid, only because I was terrified of Ouija boards. So I would think that
Mhm.
this movie was going to be absolutely terrifying. I would watch it with friends in hopes of, hooking up with a girl afterwards because we were so
Yeah.
scared. You know what I mean? But the original one is a maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And it got Bob this time because he said he liked the cover, so that's why he picked
Yeah.
it. So.
That's
Yeah,
the
no,
reason why I
so,
picked it,
hey,
too.
that's all good. Okay. This might be a hard one, but douche of the film.
everyone.
Everybody.
All of
Everybody
them.
was a douche in this
Who's
movie.
the
All
biggest
of them.
douche?
Every last one of them. I'm gonna go with her ex because he brought.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
go with her.
He kind of
I'm going
redeemed
with her.
himself.
I'm
He kinda
going her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be her because she
She
kept
did.
using it, even though
She
she knew
kept
she wasn't
using it?
supposed to.
Yep.
The boyfriend who didn't even believe it told her to stop. The other dude told her to stop.
And she's
nope,
like, I'll
She
do
told
it.
him to
She's
fuck
not
off.
gonna listen. She wasn't going to classes and shit. Yeah, no, fuck that. That shit was a drug. All right. Favorite kill?
Sheetrock.
Sheetrock as well for me.
I'm going
Sheetrock.
psychic out the window with the impalement.
Ooh, I was also neck slash into the impalement. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. All right.
Only because she was such an annoying character. I was like, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, she needs.
To
she
me, that
deserved
was the most satisfactory death in here.
That's fair.
And like I said, I give her props. The only thing I give her props on was that really cool painting that she had of Elvis on black velvet, because I had that exact same painting.
I like the seance part. I don't know. I enjoyed that. I know the whole like can setup and everything was weird, but you kind of figure out like what it's gonna do regardless before it happens. And I don't know. I think that was probably that, which would take us to best scene. So that might have to be it for me, honestly.
I don't.
If you don't have one, that's fine. Not applicable.
NA for me too.
Yeah, seriously, not
Shower scene, even though she's
Oh!
stupidly...
Ooh, there you go. All right,
Titties.
fair. Yep. Yeah,
Titties was
okay.
the best scene.
Bob, do you want to rewrite it for titties? Okay.
No, not
Wow,
really.
okay.
Because it's not going to save anything. I mean, look, they're nice, but it's not going to save anything.
TKT. Tawny Katane titties.
No, but there's
There
been
have,
better
but it's
ones.
Tawny.
True.
Fucking,
But this
you know
is
what
the
though?
best scene of the movie.
You know what though? Bobby does not get the infatuation with Tawny Katane
The allure.
that we get because we're older and
No.
And we saw Bachelor Party.
saw the hotness. Yes, and Bachelor.
A Bachelor
Oh my
Party
God, she was
over and over.
gorgeous in Bachelor Party. Oh my God.
Yes, which is fair, and that's fine.
All right. So I almost feel bad asking this question.
The whole
Worst
fucking
moment
movie.
or scene?
The whole fucking movie.
I can pinpoint one specific scene that
Go
was
ahead,
the worst
Shade
moment
Eddie.
of the scene, and it was, I think, maybe the last time she was using the board herself, and she was holding the fucking planchette backwards. It was pointed towards her.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Even
Yes!
Steph was
I'm
like,
gonna go
Steph
with
was like,
top at the
she's holding
cemetery.
that wrong, isn't she? Like, yeah.
I was kind of hoping maybe it was like, gonna like stab into her or something. Like there's a reason it was like that, but no.
I don't know.
bad editing.
I was just like, oh my God, why is she
No.
holding it backwards?
I'm going with the cop in the cemetery. That guy was pissing.
Just
me
his
off.
first scene in
conversation
the
was
cemetery, dude.
Dude, his first scene, I'm like, bro.
You ever been to Vegas?
you-
He was like, oh my God, he's like the fucking pilot in Airplane.
I watched Leprechaun
He's like the
3
pilot
after
in
this.
Airplane.
It felt
You like movies with gladiators in them?
I'm like, oh, I'm like Leprechaun 3 after this. Oh, that was so much better.
Oh man, worst scene. There's a lot of them. I don't. I honestly don't know, man. They're all really fucking. Maybe just even the scene of them and the two dudes in the hotel room doing their little like.
I'm gonna need a redemption next year
Yeah.
after this.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, we'll move that shit on. Fuck that. That takes us to opening scene. Hook you in.
What was the opening scene?
This is the party scene. Really opened with it was
Party.
full credits. Party. And it's
I'm
like,
gonna-
"Hey guys,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
say-
want to do the witch?
I'm gonna say a little. I'm leaning more towards no than
I'm
yes,
gonna go a soft yes.
because it just looked
I'll
like
say
a really
soft yes, but
dull,
Boring
boring party.
Well, that's why most everybody else was drinking except for
I
those
am
two.
going the hardest no I've ever gone on this fucking show.
Okay. Scoop's literally gonna just give this shit a 0, bro. I'm calling it out. Like, maybe a 0.001.
Get out of my head.
Yeah, exactly. What does Brody say? Cop shows up to the funeral talking about magic. This shit belongs in a cocaine can. Bro, right? Like he could have picked
No,
any other
seriously.
time to approach this motherfucker, but no, we're gonna do it right after your boy just got killed and you fucking buried him.
By the way, I feel really bad for that dude because there was like 10 people at his fucking funeral.
It was a douche, so
I mean, he might have been a dick too. Who the fuck knows? Like, all right, so that takes us to most attractive character.
Tawny Katane.
I'm going
The lady that owned the witchcraft shop,
Yep.
she was hot.
I'll go
All
Tony
right, nice even
Katane.
split. If that works. I honestly couldn't say for the dudes, for the ladies. I don't know which one they're.
None of them. I don't.
No.
There'd be ladies for either one. It doesn't matter. Anyways, it'd probably be an even split, right?
Not probably.
Okay. Did the score set the mood?
I mean, the score was kind of cheesy, as like the movie was.
Yeah, and the movie, like, I don't know if it meant to be funny in some scenes, but it was fucking like. It might have just been the acting was just.
It had
really
some
bad.
hilarious moments.
The extras for the funeral scene didn't even.
I'm gonna go. You know, so I'm gonna go with no.
No.
I'm gonna
Score
go with
set
no.
the mood. All right. The
No.
mood was shit. Did we have a song?
Yes, there was one song called "Bump in the Night." I don't remember when it
Where
played.
Was that playing at the construction site in the beginning?
I don't
No.
remember where it played, but there was only one song.
No.
The only reason I know is because
For a
I
song.
looked it up.
Let's just NA it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Favorite character?
none.
The ghost.
I agree. I didn't like any of them.
To go the Scooby Doo ghost.
Yeah, none of them are mine.
No, that's gonna be the same answer. The hottest chick, the witch store lady.
My favorite character was Tawny Katane's left breast.
Ooh, all right. Fair. The left one, huh? Close
Well,
to
because
her.
he's right. Because he's right-handed.
Yeah,
So
so you know.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I got you, Scoop. I got you.
I only think of the league in that one when Roxanne gets called out. She's like, "Why do you always go for this?" All right. That takes us to Was It Scary?
No,
Hell no.
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 How
But
did anybody ever think this was
little
scary?
kid Scoob says yes.
Little Kid Scoop says yes.
And little Gene said yes, I believe, too.
Yes.
So,
Grown up Scuba says no.
all right. Which takes us to
No.
yeah, it's an absolute. It does not
No.
hold up
No.
today. It was bad. It didn't even hold up then.
There's a reason why it was remade.
Acting,
Shit.
it's pretty
It's-
bad.
Especially
opera-ish.
Not good.
especially that Brandon douche. He was
He was
terrible.
bad.
And you know what?
dude.
I say it's soap opera ish, but it's like I don't even know what's worse than it's like After School Specialist. It's not even soap
That-
opera
yeah.
acting. It's after school special acting.
It's Fox made movie on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Acting, dude.
No, this is like those stupid PSA videos they made you watch in school.
Oh my god.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, I hated
Oh,
those.
yes, it is.
I hated
Because
those.
like those I put on the same level of like training videos. You know what I mean? Where it's just like those are that.
I mean, like those bus
Training videos
evacuation
were
ones they used to have
when I
too?
worked at
Training
Wendy's,
videos
the
when you got,
training
like,
videos
some-
was more entertaining than this bullshit.
Oh,
You know what,
God.
man? Some training videos are fucking hilarious, man.
The,
Like,
the sexual harassment ones.
so
Those are always hilarious.
Well, I drive
Well-
fork truck, right? So like some fork truck ones are boring as fuck, but the ones that randomly throw in the most ridiculous violence for no reason
Yes.
are the fucking best, dude. They remind me of like they're like the weed ads of the 2000s where they're just like over the top and they're just like get the fuck out of here with this
Yep.
shit, dude. But all right, that takes us all to you know what? Cinematography. So I like the ghost POV. I was
I will give
intrigued
the
by
Ghost
that.
POV a point.
I'll give you that.
Other than that, I feel everything was pretty generic.
Basic.
You know what? So as cool as I like the ghost POV, that fucking fall at the ending just retracts any fucking thing that does right
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
I was literally gonna say that as soon as when you were done talking there. So you beat me to it.
Yep, yeah, no, because I just instantly popped into
This
like, oh,
this
geez.
is the song that should have been playing.
What song?
Oh, is it not playing?
No. I
Oh
was gonna
god
say,
damn it.
nothing is playing.
It was the horrible Titanic flute.
Nothing's
Damn it.
playing.
Oh,
on, hold
down
on.
here. There you go.
That would have been more entertaining.
Oh my god, that was awful. That was done on a fucking recorder, wasn't it?
That was.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so premise.
Premise, yes.
Premise,
I
yes.
like the premise of a Ouija board movie.
Correct, dude, because like you boys said, as a kid,
Yeah.
there was a genuine fear for sure. And even as an adult, I would still question fucking with one.
So let's ask another question. Did this
Yes.
movie pull the premise off?
No.
No, it fucking didn't.
No.
Could it have? Yes.
Yes, it could have.
But it did
Yes. This could have been a great 80s movie.
not. And
but it wasn't.
the climax wasn't satisfying.
No.
So here's the worst part.
satisfying by any
Even
stretch of
in the
imagination.
climax of the movie, we finally got titties. And it still didn't get that nut. It just nope. You finally got there, and
We got full on naked Tawny Katane, and that could not save this bullshit movie.
And you know what happened? Full whiskey dick, bro.
Yep.
Just nope. All right. Imagine if that was a rating we did, dude. All right, boys. Was it whiskey dick or was it? Jesus Christ. All right. Recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, reshelf. Well, it is getting remade. But if it was not,
So
I'd still remake it.
I would throw this in
I-
the
I-
fucking trash.
no, I would remake
I would
it.
remake it.
Well, remake it, but then still throw this version in the trash.
I think we should remake shitty movies. Stop remaking movies that were good and remake ones
Remake
that were bad.
all the
Yes,
shit.
I agree with that.
Yep.
Yes. That if they got a decent premise, which we all agree this one does, just fucking do it up. I don't know where I'd want. In my head, I'd almost kind of want it to go how I thought it originally was going to go. Little Final Destination type kind of.
Now, here's the thing.
you know?
Here's the thing. Eventually, we will watch the remake. And
Okay.
if we watch it. The remake sucks ass too. We're recycling both of these bitches.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fine. Are you going to
agreed.
reshelf it though? Because you actually own it.
I have to reshelf it. I have to.
He's
He's
just
gonna-
throws
I
it in
have
the
no choice.
trash right now.
He's like, nope, this
Listen.
fucker's going to go
No.
tomorrow.
You know what's going to happen? I'm going to throw it in the trash and it's going to come right back because of the fucking Ouija board that's inside of it.
There you go. You didn't cut the planchette off. You didn't activate it.
What
yet.
was the other movie you bought? That
Open
was
24
Open
hours.
24 hours.
Oh god, that freaking bitch crawling around for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Fucking
all right.
bitch.
Let's rate this bitch, boys. Let's
Here's
rate
something.
it. Let's rate it. All right. Brody gave us a 2. So Bob,
It's definitely a whiskey dick. I'm giving myself a 0.5.
0.5.
I feel bad that I even put this on the list, to be honest with you.
5. All right. Oh man, Scuba
I wish I could
Scuba wants
redact
to
it.
go last. All right, that's fair. Chet,
I'll go a little bit higher, but not much. I'll give it a 1.3.
Ooh, okay. 1.3. I like that you gave it the 0.3. I thought you might have went solid.
I didn't think it was strong enough for a 0.5.
No, I thought you were going for a 1,
Eh,
maybe like a solid one. But okay.
we got titties, so that gives it a little bit of a edge.
You know what? That's a fair assessment on that. Ooh. You get titties. You got random cool ghost POV. Everybody sucked. And the movie was pretty fucking
Be
boring.
real. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna
be
give it a
real.
1. It just feels good. All right. Scuba, be honest.
For the ghost POV, it's getting a 0.05, and for the titties, I'm giving it another
Say
0.05.
0.05?
Yeah, so I'm giving it a 0.1.
0.1. Oh shit. Hold on. The fuck, dude. All right.
You like my logic
Jesus
there, Chad Daddy?
Christ.
All right. So I don't know how we. All right. So we got a 0.98. So do we
No,
go to
we're
a
not.
one?
We're not
That's a
changing it.
point- that's
It's gonna.
one.
It's not. We're not rounding this piece of shit up. We're no.
You
what the
have
fuck
to.
We don't.
You
Bobby.
have to.
No, we don't.
You have to.
It's staying
You
at
have to.
0.98.
You
Fuck
have
this movie. It's not. It's
You
not.
have to.
It's
You
not.
have
No.
It's a
No!
one. It's a one.
No. Change my score to 0.05 then. You fucking change my score to 0.05. Fuck, this
Wait.
movie is not getting a 1. Not on
Hold
my
on.
watch.
Hold on.
Not on my fucking
Hold
watch.
on.
Just so you know,
It's a one.
changing it to a
It's a
0.05 will
one.
just make a negligible change. It's not going to be noticeable.
Fucking. Brody says I feel like a cunt for giving it a 2.
Brody, you still have this time to retract.
Ah, you can retract it, Brody. You
you
can
feel.
retract it.
My
God.
0.98. I'm just gonna say that.
And it's going to
just
stay
funnier.
there. Not getting rounded up, Bobby.
It doesn't get the 100 this time.
No.
Listen, I already feel like
Fi-
crap that I got
final
two
score,
horrible movies and, like,
1.0.
I can't even get out of this slump right now.
It's still not the lowest.
That's still not Killer Tomatoes.
But this year it's gonna be.
Maybe. I don't know. Does it beat Killer Tomatoes?
I would rather watch Killer Tomatoes again than this.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
What
I
I-
would too.
It was entertaining to me.
Real quick, have we ever done Deep Blue Sea on this show?
I don't think so.
believe
I was
we
thinking
have.
about shark movies the other day because I
Okay.
totally want to do the Meg.
I thought we did do the Meg.
Oh, that would be. That,
did we
that
not
was
do
a
the
fun-
Meg?
I don't know. Not
I
while
don't-
I
Chad,
was
did we
doing
do the Meg?
I was not on.
Nope.
Maybe I just watched it on my own then.
next
Okay,
year.
so
Attack, I thought got maybe over a 1. Maybe not. No, Attack didn't get over a 1.
0.2.
No, really?
Oh wow! So I don't feel bad now.
Change my score to a 0. Fuck this movie. Change my score to a 0.
No.
We're still
You're gonna
discussing.
deal with it, and
We are
that's
still
final.
discussing.
I got to go back
No.
and listen to that
No,
episode.
discussion
How the
is
fuck did we get a
done.
0.2?
Because we hated it that much.
I mean,
I think I
I
gave
feel like
it a
I would
0.
at least gave it a
It really
1.
wasn't.
Oh, maybe you did. I don't know.
And bad
Dude,
bad
really,
taste
come
got a
on.
1. God, that movie was terrible.
What was Bad Taste again? Oh, Bad Taste, the
Taste, the
Alien,
Alien.
movie.
Yeah.
Movie. Yeah.
Oh, that was
pretty bad.
That was really bad.
That was pretty bad. Would I watch that over this again?
I
No.
would. I would.
No.
I'd fuck this movie.
No, I wouldn't. Sorry. Bad
Ooh, I
taste
don't
was just
know.
absolute shit.
Bad Taste was pretty.
That taste was
fucking
bad. It was bad. It was. Yeah.
It was literally that was bad.
I honestly don't know. I would almost say I might watch this one over that again myself, but fucking yeah, we did, Gene.
It was bad.
Yeah. Brody gave it a 0.3.
You know what? Maybe I just have
Yeah.
fond memories of it because I had fun that episode discussing it. So that's why I have it a little
Possibly.
bit higher. Yeah.
And it's because of puberty
Yeah.
love.
Puberty love.
Yeah.
And the theme song.
Yeah, dude.
had-
That was our
Hey,
that was our musical episode.
Yeah, it was.
That was the most musical episode.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking A, dude. All right. So
I'm already starting my list.
This movie gets a
Next year's Black
0.98.
Mass.
yeah, 0.98. Chad Daddy, what are we doing next week, brother?
Next week, buddy, it's your turn for a pick. We're going with Psycho Gorman.
You know what's awesome? Never seen it. So
Neither
that's
have
why I
I.
put it on the list.
Same.
Neither have I. I'm
Oh,
so excited. To
I've
watch
been
it.
wanting
was
to
reversed.
actually.
Nice.
I believe from what I heard, it's I was told I will really enjoy it. Brody says
Shit.
Tomatoes and Witchboard looks like makes Amity 3D look like a Chris Nolan film. That might be true.
Oh my God.
That's some
That
high budget shit right
probably
there.
is.
Yeah, no, all right, sweet. It's one I've always wanted to watch since it's come out, just never have, and figured why not fucking review it for the podcast. So,
Yeah, that's a good
so
reason to.
none of us have seen it.
Nope.
Brody,
No,
have you
have
seen
not.
Psycho Gorman? If I get a fucking full strike on this, that'd be awesome.
That would be.
That's very unusual, honestly. Especially for even a newer movie, but we'll see. Other than that, we are not going to do nerd news this week because Steve put together a little something. Brody has seen Gorman, so 1 out of the 5. That's not too bad.
Not bad.
Scoobs, you want to explain?
Yeah, so we just found out recently that we lost somebody in the horror community, Marcio Charlie. He was an awesome. He was more than a mask maker, but that's, everybody knew him as this incredible artist that sculpted a lot of these awesome pieces that cosplayers use. I know I'm lucky enough to have owned a piece that he made. And we lost him. We don't know the details on anything. We don't know how it happened. But we just know that he is no longer with us. And so instead of nerd news, Chad Daddy asked me to put something together in memory of him. And so here we go. Let me pull that up real quick. Today we pause to honor the life and legacy of a true master of horror, Marcio Charlie. A visionary artist, a creative force, and a beloved soul in the horror community. Marcio was more than just a special effects maestro. He was a storyteller through blood, latex, and imagination. From his unforgettable work on indie projects like Friday the 13th, Vengeance 2, to the stunning transformations that left fans awestruck, Marcio had a gift for bringing nightmares to life in the most jaw-dropping, visceral ways. But beyond the monsters and makeup, he was known for his warmth, generosity, and genuine passion for the genre we all hold dear. His artistry inspired many of us, and his spirit will continue to haunt the frames of the film and the hearts of every fan he touched. From all of us here at Gore, we say thank you. Thank you, Marcio. Your work was legendary, your soul was kind, and your memory will forever be a part of the legacy we call horror. Rest in power, brother.
All right. Well, thank you very much for putting that together, Scoobs. That was
Yes, sir.
awesome.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Scoobs. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, big loss for sure. And as you can tell, man, if you've never seen any of his artwork, that dude he had an insane knack for
He
that
did it
shit,
well.
dude.
And
He
there
was
was
the best.
there were so many more, different pieces that I could have picked out, but those were
Oh,
some
yeah,
that
absolutely.
that he did, and he was
I
just
believe-
man talking to him even when he was making my mask, man, just talking to him, he was just a cool dude, man. Like he was cool, and it sucks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a big loss, unfortunately, to the community, and condolences to all his family out there for sure.
Yes.
And
Yeah. Big
obviously, not. We usually don't end Gore more on a solemn note like this, but figured it's proper time to pay respects and everything like that.
Yep.
So,
Right.
All right.
Absolutely.
Other than that, we do appreciate everybody joining us. If Bob, you want to start us off?
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying we will see you next week for Psycho Gorman. Join us, and we'll see you next week, motherfuckers.
This is your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying we'll see you next week. I know nothing about Psycho Gorman, so I can't give you some snazzy ending thing about it.
This is your dark note of knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder in Chattahoochee, saying join us next week, where we all pop our cherries with Psycho Gorman. And rest in peace, Marcio.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I am not so mean fluff, Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another episode of Gore and More. I hope you had more fun listening to us bitch about this movie than if you actually did watch this movie. And yeah, join us for Psycho Gorman. If you haven't watched it, watch it on Shudder. The horror of all that good shit. So,
Yeah, brother.
and once again, rest in peace to Marcio. Condolences to his family. And on that,